going to react, and they knew you were going to respond. Damn, Shannon, they got the two black guys to go against each other. Shannon, look, how you feel now that you called me a 7-foot farmer on that white boy station, and then they kicked your ass out right after that? How you feel now, Shannon? You calling me a 7-foot farmer. Now we don't know what the fuck you do. You unemployed. What up, Cino?
What's up?
Nothing much, just dealing with this unemployed ass Shannon Sharpe. Now we think he gonna get employed, but he called me a 7-foot farmer and gave them a sound bite like that. Uh-oh, you got the glass of wine. I got me a old Bud Light in my hand.
Yeah, I had to go get me a glass, man.
Yes. Let me hit my Bud Light.
Yeah, I had to go get a drink.
Time to drink.
Ooh, boy, I'm telling you, Skip. Skip, you missing out, boy. You ain't got none of that. Woo, that 19, boy, that 1928, that Skip. Woo.
Now he's stuck in that.
Yeah. Come on, boy, on your boy, shit, y'all.
Was he with Clutch Sports? Because this brother's saying he's stuck in LA with a big house. Meanwhile, Kwame is sitting good. People keep forgetting Kwame is financially set. No, I ain't. I'll keep getting money. I don't want to be financial. I ain't never said. I need more and more. Yeah, I need more. Now, but he does have this house out in California. What is the next move you think for Shannon Sharpe?
Oh, Shannon Sharpe was already, because I actually spoke on this and made a video about it when it happened, when I said his days is numbered working with him. But Fox Sports liked Shannon at first. They were like, hey, we want to keep you on. We'll probably put you on another show, do this and that. But now he didn't got to the point where he bigger than the show. So he probably didn't got with LeBron. LeBron told him, you don't need that show. Forget Skip. I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to put you on my show. You're going to be on Uninterrupted. So he going to run behind LeBron. He got his club, Shay Shay. So he going to try to get that picked up on the network and have LeBron them back. Now, you did all of this without LeBron. Now you're going to did all this to buddy with him. Now, when you partner up with LeBron and bring him into something you already got you and built up on your own, let's see what happens then. But I ain't wishing him downfall. Wish him success. Wish he can get his head right. But this is what happens when you don't follow the 50 laws of power. He forgot. When you came through the door, you were subservient to anything Skip Bayless was saying. You would have your own thoughts, but you were subservient. Skip, it's your show, you the boss. And he then tried to outshine the master. He was doing all these antics on the show, coming out with a goat mask, kissing a goat in a LeBron James jersey, got on his knee and kissed the damn goat. You doing too much.
So they had him as a clown show, and then he thought that they really liked his talent and they liked the way he talked. And so he stopped kissing goats and thought he was going to just be able to be a normal analyst.
Well, he thought that now my stock is up. Because when he took the show, he was basically an unknown to a lot of people, like in the modern day time. You weren't watching CBS Sports and all of this. To this debate show, he was an unknown. So they didn't know anything about Shannon Sharpe. They haven't seen him really on television like in years. He was on First Take maybe 2 times as a guest. He filled in one time and he came in and did the show. So he was really an unknown. They did a test pilot of having him in Rob Parker's barbershop in Detroit, where they sat around and just talked sports. And they actually showed that in a movie theater. And I was in a movie theater and it came on. That's how much advertisement money was put into this, because they had to get people familiar with Shannon Sharpe speaking and all of these things. They never really heard of him. And when he came in, it was right on the cusp of Colin Kaepernick. And he threw his own man under the bus, his best friend for the show, for Skip, for everything else. Ray
His
Lewis,
best friend.
best friend under the bus. I ain't even put that in a video yet. I had set that to the side, but everybody know what happened. Ray Lewis. We'll leave that there, good people. What's up? Yeah. Holla at your boy. Bang, 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 bang. Get him, gang. Early. Oh, Shay. Like HD said, any man called himself Shay. Gotta watch him. Gotta watch him. Gotta watch him. Woo-wee! We ain't mean to cost that man his job. Fox said we ain't know about all this. Oh, man. There's a lot going on, people. There's a lot of things you didn't know about that was going on and a lot of things that was happening behind the scenes. So now I'm here to fill you in on why this is happening, right? Here's the thing. We all know the problems. Just like I stated on Kwame's show, and just like I said in the past when this happened, that they were splitting up. Is this live? Yes, this Soul Certified. It is live. It's live. It's definitely live. It is live. Now, here's the thing. Shannon Sharpe first blew up with Skip. And before that last blow up, it had been building all through the season that they were having. Shannon was getting more and more aggressive. And then they would say, hey, man, tone it down. Skip was coming at him hard. They've had a lot of blow-ups on the show. And then Shannon finally lost it when he started saying, I'm in the effing Hall of Fame. You act like I was a bum. He was like, you are. Pretty much. Yeah. Skip didn't back down at all. You act like I was an effing bum. I'm in the effing Hall of Fame. So, he's better than you. He's way better than you. What? I can't believe it. Man, put your glasses back on. When he told him that, like, man, cut this out. Put your glasses back on. Everybody like, damn, you gonna let him talk to you like that? You're supposed to smack him right then and there, Shannon. What you doing? So once that happened, that changed the narrative. That was the first blow up everybody really saw. But me, I watched Undisputed like every day, so I've seen it. I've seen them going at it. Like it was like for real. And it'll be a lot where Shannon was shut down. Now you got to go back to Jenny Taft. When Jenny was there and she was going at it with Skip. Jenny and Shannon are friends. They're very close friends. Friends on the show, everything. And Skip and Jenny was going at it. And Jenny was pregnant. So she was already in that mood. And she was like, and I do have a voice here, Skip, and I can't say what I want. No, you can't. So she left the show. And Shannon was there laughing. The whole time. Skip was like, all right, I'm going to show you. And she just did her job. And next thing you know, she was out. They went and dug up another blonde, threw her in there and said, all right, you're up. They found another blonde, threw her in there, and it took off. Joy, yep, they got Joy out of there, but Joy left. She got an opportunity. She saw a parachute, and she got out of there. Yeah, Carrie Champion went through dealing with Skip when they had first take. And she couldn't deal with him, but she was a little more feisty, had a little bit more. She was just getting her moods. Skip don't like that. It's Skip's show, and if you go against Skip, you out the door. So Shannon did all this biting the hand of the master. You snap at them hand that feeding you, you're going to see what happens. Skip had a $24 million deal when he first got there, giving him $6 million a year. Shannon got there and got a $3 million a year job. So now Skip redoes his deal, gets an extension. He signs a 4-year deal for $35 million. Shannon gets a raise. Shannon gets a job raise of about 20-something million. So now he's feeling, yeah, I done did it. And now with the popularity of him making Club Shay Shay, and it started just him doing it on the show, and Fox was kind of behind it. But now Shannon is becoming famous. All these celebrities are coming over because they don't like Skip. Everybody be like, man, we like Shannon, but we don't like Skip. Shannon been going out with his he, she, or his date, his boo thing, and they've been going to all these places in Hollywood where everybody's rubbing shoulders. Thanks, Felicia. He said this stuff is done right now. Yep. So the whole thing is they going to all these events, rubbing hands and shoulders with these producers, smoking stogies with these Lee Portier people, and they getting behind Shannon. Skip ain't gonna be at these meetings. Skip ain't Hollywood. He don't want to be friends with none of these people. He don't have to do that and get his money. Mm-hmm. So the narrative started to change. And once that happened, it was hell on wheels. Anybody that crossed got chopped up. Mm-hmm. So all of a sudden, they have a meeting, right? They had to have a sit down and a meeting about it because they didn't like what was happening on the show. Shannon felt disrespected and all of these things, and he went back to work. Then the Damar Hamlin thing happens, and Skip puts out a tweet. Shannon texts him saying, I don't think that this is a good idea for you to put that out when we don't know the condition or the health of this young man who basically flatlined on the field. To put that out is super insensitive. And this is where I stopped watching Undisputed. True to my word, I deleted everything, and I did it live. Y'all saw me. I deleted every Undisputed thing since the very first episode. I've had since 2016 when it first aired. Deleted it instantly. I gave him a chance. Skip came out defiant. I'm not apologizing. I'm like, fine, you ain't got to apologize. Delete. Because it was wrong. He did it for attention to draw all this stuff up so he can get publicity off of a young black man dying on the field who's fighting for his life. I thought that was petty, pathetic, and I would never support anything like that. So I refused to watch Undisputed after that. From that moment on in January, wouldn't watch it. Now I get sent clips, but wouldn't watch the show. People couldn't believe. I saw when Shannon Sharpe came back and he gave that speech. I saw that episode. And that was like one of the last ones I've seen. So now they send me clips, or I see it on YouTube, a clip of something that happened. Like when he's made the thing about Kwame. I wasn't even watching it. So I didn't get it until the clip came out. Now today, Fox released, they claim on my video, which they had no right to even claim it in the first place. It had nothing to do with Fox. But they saw Shannon Sharpe name in it, so they claimed it right away. Today, right before the news broke, they released their claim. Like, we release it. We're not coming after you for nothing. I'm like, well, you shouldn't. You were going to lose anyway. I fought the claim, and they released my video. Now, here's the big kicker. I made a video about it also. I said, notice, Shannon Sharpe never mentions Stephen A. Smith. Never mentions him. Why does Stephen A. Smith keep bringing up Shannon Sharpe's name? He does not work for ESPN. Why do you keep bringing him up? They don't bring up anybody's name on this show that works for ESPN. Fox don't do that. They worry about their show or their business. If ESPN is having some drama on their show, they're not going to mention it on their show. They just don't do that. Why is Stephen A. Smith going out his way to talk about Shannon Sharpe and Skip's relationship? Why was he doing that? Why was he in the middle? You're right. I told her he was leaving. I was like, because he signed to Fox, not Undisputed. He's not signed to Undisputed. He signed to Fox. So they could take him from there and put him on another show. But he's off the network now. So that means the network, everything is done with Shannon Sharpe. Something happened that really ticked them off. And what I said they weren't going to like, and they actually did it, is Shannon Sharpe actually, when he was having a debate, when he came back, he actually brought up what the networks were saying to Skip Bayless in the back. Saying, oh, so they didn't talk to you? Oh, the people in the back didn't talk to you? The people in the back didn't do this and do. Shannon Sharpe was bringing up conversations that happened outside of off the air with the executives of Fox on the air to address Skip Bayless with. They're not going to like that. Shannon has been a lot vocal lately, and they figure, look, your character on the show is intertwining to your Shay Shay, your club Shay Shay character, and the guy who you are on Undisputed, they starting to collide. And you coming in really angry, really hot, and he's really loud. Like every day he's like screaming. And I'm like, Skip is right across from you. Why are you screaming at Skip Bayless? The people on the microphone will be losing their mind. You just hollering for no reason. Everybody can hear you. And now he's just hollering and spitting, and it's gotten out of control. Yeah, but it's a lot bigger than what you guys know. Mm-hmm. You see, that's what people want you to remember. They want you to focus more on that. They want you to focus more on the non-realities of it, right? Now, if Fox bought him out and he agreed to a buyout, that means this was not a happy breakup because he could have just finished the season. But he waited to not finish the season. He waited until this became a bigger problem. You might be like, a bigger problem? What do you mean a bigger problem? I don't even understand that. A bigger issue on the at hand. What is that bigger issue? Kempo Karate, what's up? The bigger issue on the table is that, remember I told you Stephen A. Smith kept mentioning Shannon Sharpe and the whole thing with Skip. And then Stephen A. Smith got into it and had to check Stephen A. Smith because he was trying to sell a book. And doing all this press tour and all this stuff. What's up, Dave? This was a few months ago. You see who that is, right? Shannon Sharpe and Stephen A. Smith meeting together in private. So Stephen A. has been playing both sides of the fence. He's been talking to Shannon Sharpe, Shannon, my brother, telling Shannon where he was wrong and getting all emotional. Then he would talk to Skip. He's the man in the middle. And he's going to try to lobby for Shannon Sharpe to have an avenue to come over to ESPN. But to bring Club Shay Shay over to ESPN. All of that can happen. But Fox, I'm quite sure, has a non-compete clause in their contract. So in the buyout agreement, they'll say you can't just run on over to ESPN. That's not going to happen like that. What's going to end up happening is Club Shay Shay is going to go and be promoted by Shannon Sharpe and he's going to try to get HBO or somebody in those areas to pick up the show. And they're going to offer him big money for that show. Then he'll have his sit down with LeBron, Mav Carter, all these people are going to come there. And see, this is how Shannon's already rubbed all the shoulders with all these people in the entertainment world. From Jay-Z, all of these names. This is why he's rubbing shoulders with him. So he can have them on his show. Like he's not dumb. He actually knows what he's doing. He mentioned Kwame Brown on the show because he know this is gonna give me some publicity. He didn't know he was gonna get his ass whooped over it, but he knew it was gonna bring some publicity his way. Yeah, we laughed and joked about him being like, how you getting fired when you get off work, all that. But the gist of it is he knows what he is. Stephen A's been playing both sides of the field, but I doubt it. It's a long shot for him to go to ESPN, but that avenue is open for him. But it all depends on the buyout agreement. Normally, they have a non-compete for a while before you could do that. Do I watch it in its entirety? Club Shay Shay is actually pretty good sometimes. Like the Neo interview was good. Like he doesn't get stupid on there. That's when he act like he got sense. But you see, when he can do his own show, he ain't got to do gimmicks. He ain't got to do all that. He could just be who he really is. But when he get on the show, he got to dramatize everything for the fans. And it's phony. I think HD was talking about that, LB. HD was talking about, dog, why are you on the show acting like you smoke weed? Dude, you even know how to break down a blunt? Do you even know how to grind that up, take out the stems, the seeds? HD was breaking it all down like I could tell a smoker. You ain't a smoker. Hey, like, dude, stop fronting. You don't smoke. That's like me. I've never smoked weed a day in my life. So I would never sit there and be like, yo, hit this. Yo, this some good weed here. These edibles. I would be the biggest fool in the world. Be like, I don't smoke. Like this, they tried to get me to do this thing. These promotional companies, they want to advertise through you, and they say, hey, you're doing a lot of traffic, and you want to promote this. I'm like, I don't drink that. I'm like, I'm not finna say it's good and tasty, and I don't drink it. Oh, you might taste it, you might like it. No, I don't drink that, bro. Sorry, you got the wrong individual. He says, Sino, you don't smoke, but your other page is one crack. Yes, spell one crack backwards, Cheyenne. Cheyenne. Spell one crack backwards. And what do you get? Good joke, though. I got it. Now, everybody is like up in arms over this Shannon Sharpe thing. Like they like, man, this is a big thing. They really let him go. They really parted ways with him. That's what really happened. Now, here's the thing. He's leaving Fox Sports altogether. That's what people are missing. Now, him leaving Undisputed, I knew that was coming. But the fact that he's leaving Fox Sports, that's even the bigger story. You see, when he got a buyout from Fox Sports, he's leaving Fox, period. They're done with Shannon Sharpe. So what's going on here is bigger than what people can imagine. So they agreed on a buyout price to get Shannon out, and Fox Sports won. They're waiting to after the NBA year. Shannon should address this tomorrow morning. In the morning, they're going to release this. It's going to be even more insane. Yeah, I'm reading your comments, sir. Does he talk? I can't read your comments on the screen. Shannon Sharpe has a contract that was for 4 years. They bought him out. He's probably going to get like 10 or 12 million out of the deal that he just signed. So after whatever price they did, they have a contract saying for this period of years, you can't work with a competitor. So a competitor would be ESPN or NBC. Or if he wanted to, he probably would pay some money back to be able to do something like that. Or he's going to go in another way. So, like, let's say HBO, which I think LeBron James and Uninterrupted will help Shannon Sharpe, or Shannon Sharpe's already got connections because he's in those rooms. We already know he's in those rooms. That's how he got all these celebrities that show up on Club Shay Shay. Now, here's the thing that I put out earlier. Shannon Sharpe was advised not to mention anything about Kwame Brown. Don't say another word about Kwame Brown on this network. All the networks don't mention Shannon Sharpe on purpose. It's purposely done, and the reason why they do it is because everybody's afraid of the blowback that's going to happen, even if they say the littlest thing about Kwame. That's why Jamel Hill, all these other people, they were like, oh my God, he just went like third world, like they are in Hollywood, everybody plays victim. So it's like they all want to be the victim. He's coming after all of them, which totally isn't the case. That's what's messing everybody up in this whole game. They don't get it. They're so afraid of what Kwame Brown's going to say back to them. They have not mentioned anything. So when he mentioned Kwame Brown and said it only because Kwame Brown was going viral for what he said about LeBron, they was like, this is getting some hits. It's getting a lot of push and a lot of energy on social media. We should bring this up on the show. ESPN didn't do it. This is a good segment to bring up. Skip was against it, really. He didn't want to do it. This is what Shannon wanted to do. He wanted to defend LeBron James when something on social media was trending against him. He brought it up on his own. He wanted this segment. He wanted to go at Kwame Brown. He wanted to say it so he could say, man, you a joke. And call this man and disrespectfully after he was on Club Shay Shay saying that this man, he can't be a bust after what he done went through and what he done did. But soon as he collide with somebody like LeBron James and said something about LeBron, oh, that's it. He can't have an opinion. LeBron was greater than you. You can't have an opinion. So Kwame Brown was better than you, Shannon Sharpe, at basketball. So you can't have an opinion on Kwame Brown. Just don't make sense, do it? So they told him after they finish and what they finished doing when they finished doing the show. Absolutely. When they get finished doing what they're doing, like when they do the show and all these different things, and he says, yeah, I'm leaving Fox Sports and all this, and Shannon Sharpe will be done with Fox Sports. He's moving on to something else. Shannon doesn't need a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? So he's got his people that he needs as far as the people that set up the studio for Club Shay Shay so he can go and do his recordings and everything. He's happy with where he is with his show. It did not help him with the fan base, with social media. What he was trying to use Kwame Brown for was to build himself up. And he's like, oh, this is going to build the show up. It's going to build me up because I'm the one that did it. And it built him up in the wrong way. He got built up all right. He got built up in the wrong way. Now, Pandora's box is open. You stepped in the black hole. I opened the hole and everything fell out. Pause. You was going down the Hershey Highway and everybody was seeing it. And then Corey Holcomb, the thing that he did popped up. And boy, oh boy, oh boy. Mm-hmm. Well, when you have ambition to get to a certain level and you can't battle people like Kwame Brown if you Shannon Sharpe. He knows he made a mistake. He didn't know the blowback was going to be like that. He was like, oh, Kwame going to say something about me and then that'll be that. He didn't know he was going to get eviscerated. He had no idea. He thought this thing would be over. Like one day he'll say something back, then he could go viral, then he might have another respond with a tweet. His feelings was hurt. His feelings was hurt with what Kwame said. It hurt him so bad. That dude he couldn't even post a tweet. He was done. And now in the past 48 hours, 24 hours, anybody that hits his comment section in anything he posts is saying, what's up with this style? Every time he posts anything, that's going to pop up in that comment section. Nothing else he can say now. You're going to have to explain to them what's up with the styles. So apparently Club Shay Shay, which belonged to, like, Fox was backing this thing. Because here's the truth of the matter. Fox loved the idea of Club Shay Shay and was having it going on. And they tried to get Skip to do something like that. And that's when Skip came out with the real Skip Bayless show, to have his social media platform. And Skip really don't want to do it, but the network wants him to do it. And you notice he don't have a guest. Skip don't like guests on the show. Because don't nobody really like Skip anyway. So if they on the show, nobody want to sit down with him. Shannon they like. They can't stand Skip. So now all these people got a place where they can go do a sit down one-on-one with celebrities, different names, different faces. And they go, wow, Shannon Sharpe. He got Magic Johnson on there. He got Little Duval. He's got all these different athletes that would come over here. You got Steve Harvey in there, another, kiss the ring dude. I already told you everything about Club Shay Shay. Now he feels it gives him more power with Fox. And he got more say. And he was wrong. It didn't give him more power, but he had the power to leave. And see, that's where I give Shannon Sharpe credit. You left. That's cool. And they gave you a buyout and say, okay, go. Now you go create your own network. You go do it now. You the man. You go do it. We gonna give you your out, and you go do it on your own. So he's gonna go do it on his own. So I applaud that. Be your own man. But if you gonna leave just to go work for somebody else, then it is what it is. I got an email today from somebody that I trust that works in media, said that Fox Sports is the reason that the leak came out about Shannon Sharpe being robbed. Shannon Sharpe was upset about this and threw a fit because TMZ released the fact and got all these details. And Fox was the one that was keeping that hush-hush with TMZ. Absolutely. Shannon Sharpe was one of the fastest networks to get 1 million subscribers. And immediately he got a plaque in the mail. Immediately? How did you do that? Kwame Brown was at 400,000 in like a month. He would be well over 2 million subscribers by now. But just like myself, they held us down. So make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the page so that you can get the notification, because we don't deal with bots. We don't have fake traffic. All these other channels and stuff like that, they have fake traffic. Like Gilbert Arenas show, all that stuff, that's fake. That's why I'm like, it don't mean anything. You trying to make it look good to the public. And I try to tell Gilbert Arenas about this. I said, y'all trying to make something look good to the public, but what's good to the public? What is that? That's going to bring more hits because it's people see it got a lot of views. I'd rather have real people there that see it for what it is than to have it to pretend it to be something that it isn't. Sorry, I happen to know people in sports media when I happen to be sports media, sir. Sorry, Mr. Green, that you're not in the know and you're not in sports media. No. Shannon Sharpe was not happy this information came out about the robbery. He felt that this was a dirty move by somebody at Fox Sports 1. And they put all this out saying, like, this is it. Because this is like the final week. And Shannon Sharpe will be leaving after the NBA Finals. So when the NBA Finals is done, Shannon Sharpe is leaving. So immediately, they're going to have to find someone else to take his place. Well, Rob Parker wasn't on his radio show. He hadn't been on the radio show for a minute, so I think they're getting ready to groom him to move him on over there. Rob Parker has always been on the show back when they used to have everybody was getting their own show when they all came from ESPN. So they took Nick Wright, put him with Shannon Sharpe, Chris Carter, CC, his boy. Right, and they had their show. The First Things First, that was Chris' show. And then he fell out with Fox and they threw him out. He got fired. Yeah, CC went ham over money. He felt like, why y'all bringing other people to cover it? And we work for Fox. And if the games are in New York and we're right here, we should be able to cover those games. Because they were in the New York office in Fox for First Things First. Shannon and Skip, they in California. So they up in New York. So when Monday Night Football used to come on, they would have them, like they would bring in a whole nother crew to cover the game. And he was like, Chris Carter's like, look, I know football. Why aren't we covering that game? Like we should be able to cover that game. That's extra money. We're right in New York. If Monday Night Football or Thursday Night Football, rather, is here in New York, why aren't we covering that game? Like, we should be allowed to do that. But it was the way he went about doing it. And Fox is basically saying, don't tell us how to run our business. And, he got a little bit too CC about it. And they had to get security, escort him out the building. And we haven't really seen CC since. Well, Shannon wants to be a celebrity. He's more known now than he ever was when he was playing football. He's like most people who know Shannon Sharpe, they don't even know, a lot of them don't know him as the football player, Shannon Sharpe. There's people like us who know Shannon because we watch football. So we remember Shannon when he played. But most of these younger millennials, they know him as Shannon Sharpe on Undisputed or Shannon Sharpe. Oh, that's Unc. Uncle Shannon, so that's what they do. Right. I mean, he had Prime on there, Magic Johnson. Those are some of his bigger ones when he had Dion on there. Yeah, he had DC Young Fly. He's got a lot of people on this show. Ocho Cinco. Absolutely. So that show that he's got um, is actually a show that is set up and well, everything. It's just how do you take that show to the next level? You're gonna have new people working there, new studio, had a bunch of production. It was a real show. Undisputed. I mean, Skip would do the show by himself. Skip don't need anybody. Like he'll do the show by himself. He don't care. He'll talk to the damn janitor if he have to. Skip Bayless gonna do Undisputed. you can get out all you want. I ain't blowing my 30-something million. You think you bigger than the show, Shannon? Good. Go ahead and do your own thing. Now Shannon just got to prove it. I mean, go out and do your own thing. I ain't wishing no ill success to him. But don't come back up this way blowing no smoke because you're going to get burned down because you a hypocrite. You a complete hypocrite. He's a hypocrite in every aspect of the word. He did the same thing to Ray Lewis. He threw Ray Lewis under the bus. Now, when you threw Ray Lewis under the bus, that's how I knew he wasn't no damn good. I said, Shannon ain't no damn good. He gonna use that as an excuse with Colin Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick, he did all this. Had Ray Lewis on the show. Ray Lewis used to come on Undisputed all the time because him and Shannon Sharpe were boys. Best friends. And he had threw him under the bus. Absolutely. But when you was this unk, you became this guy. You don't smoke Black and Miles. So what do you care about? Oh, I want the wood tip, not the plastic tip. I need the wood tips. What do you know about those tips? Why are you holding up a bottle of yak that you're not finna drink? You might take a shot just to try to show people you drink, and you don't. You have been a fitness nut your entire life. This is what I keep trying to tell people. This dude walk around with 4% fat, trying to act like he's, oh man, I've been doing this, whoa, I've been doing all that. You beat cancer. And why did you beat cancer, sir? Because you was taking products you shouldn't have been taking. Holding up that bottle there. This gonna get your endurance back because your tadpoles wasn't swimming. Your tadpoles wasn't swimming, and that woman could get pregnant and she left you. Now you're going down the Hershey Highway. You see, yeah, and now, as you can see, He had whatever that was in that bottle. Y'all saw that bottle. True. I don't even know what the hell true is. But Shannon Sharpe had cancer and had to battle cancer because he's taking these products. I had a friend lose his life from taking a product, a boxer, undefeated, Omar Henry. Undefeated boxer. Lost his life from taking products overseas to try to cut weight. He had lost so much weight, he didn't even look like himself when he fought in his last fight. And he won that fight, but it was like, man, that didn't even look like him. That broke my heart. I couldn't even go to the hospital to see him. I could not go see Omar like that. And when he passed away, everybody went to visit him. I couldn't see Omar like that. No, I couldn't see him like that. And when Omar passed from taking those supplements, that's why I try to tell people, man, you got to watch these supplements. And the guy who gave it to him disappeared. Once Omar got sick and died, the guy who had gave it to him, this fitness nutritionist guy who was like, I'm going to be your nutritionist, keep your weight down. That dude disappeared. He just left. Nobody knew where the hell he was. He just was gone. Disappeared in the wind. Grand rising to you too, Alicia. So Shannon Sharpe battled cancer. And if you battled cancer and won, the last thing you're going to be wanting to brag on is holding up some liquor and talking about smoking. But you want to portray this image that you don't live. The same thing you tried to say about John Morant. You don't live this life, Shannon Sharpe. So why are you portraying a life you don't live? You got millions of dollars for dressing up in suits and all these executive things and rubbing shoulders in all these rooms. You ain't breaking out no cigarillos. You ain't got on no do-rag when you up in there with them people in those rooms. When you with Boo Thang, when you going out there, I don't see you with the yak in the car. You ain't crushed up no blunts. I don't see you with the edibles. Where the Mike Tyson at? All right, I don't promote weed at all because I don't think nobody should smoke it. I think it is terrible, period, for everybody. Some people need to smoke. Mike Tyson needed anything to keep Tyson calm from hurting somebody, give it to Mike Tyson. But I've never been fond of weed. I've never been fond of smoking, period. I just don't see the point of it. But I've seen some people stress, they need it. They be like, they be shaking their head. Like they be really going through it. Yeah, he threw Ray Lewis under the bus over Cap. He sure did. He absolutely did. Was on the show, and Ray Lewis was with the Baltimore Ravens, and he was basically trying to influence Ray Lewis to hire Kaepernick when that ain't his job. He was, oh, you defending the Ravens because he took a knee. Cap took a knee, so he said he should be doing X, Y, and Z. So he should be on there. And Ray Lewis and him are best friends. Like when they were on the team, they were like brothers. He got Ray Lewis on the diet, working out, training, and he got him to eating right, eating proper. So they were really close. They got on, and he was appearing on the show as a guest, and Shannon Sharpe's attacking him. It was like, why you can't talk to Ozzie Newsome? And like Ozzie was like the president of operations at the time and the general manager and all that for the Ravens. So they're mad. They're trying to force the Ravens to sign Kaepernick. Like, hey, y'all can give him a job. We got a black guy in charge, so just hire him. It's like, that's not Ray Lewis's job. He's saying, we gonna try to, which they did. They reached out to him, and the wife had went on Twitter and said some crazy things. Kaepernick's wife. She said some weird stuff on social media, which made the Ravens back off signing him. That ain't really had nothing to do with Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis was trying to help get this man hired and get a job. And he was like, oh, okay, I'm doing all this. And then your girlfriend's on social media saying all this about the organization and all this and why people doing this. So they backed off. They don't want that negative attention. So Raiden did his job of trying. So I'm like, why would you be berating him on the show? So they go to they were like in another country and they played the national anthem or something, like in London. So they had the football game over there, and they're doing, my buddy's calling to tell me what I already know. He's trying to tell me, hey, Shannon Sharpe is out. So they sitting there right now, and they're in London, and Ray Lewis is on both knees, and he's praying. While they doing the national anthem, he's on both knees praying. And they were like, man, what are you took a knee over there with Kaepernick, but you won't go and take a knee with Cap over here, but you're going to go over there with London with the team and take a knee. I'm disappointed in Ray Lewis. He said all this on air, and everybody jumped up. The ratings was through the roof. When he got home, Ray Lewis didn't even talk to him. He went right to NFL Network and stated that. He said, Shannon Sharpe, matter of fact, I'm going to play it. I'm going to send it to you. Send you the clip. You can play it. We can speed it up. And I'll let y'all hear what Ray Lewis said about Shannon Sharpe. When he said he was disappointed in him. After all that, he came on the show the whole time. He told another man, he said, first of all, I'm a grown man. You don't tell me you disappointed in me. Like, that don't even make sense. How you gonna tell me you disappointed in me over what I did as a man? And he was like, I wasn't there locking up, taking these. I was praying in all this chaos. I'm just praying on my knees with everybody else. He's like, I'm on both knees praying. Hold on, I'm going to send that to you right now.
All right. They took my club. Oh, Lord. They took my club gay. Oh,
yeah, I know. I done made that viral.
Oh, man.
Club Shay and turned into Club Gay after two something.
After two something.
Yeah. It gets strange in there after two something.
Man.
All right, we go speed this. We got to speed it up. I think I shared it already. If I did.
Looking for it. There it is. There it is.
All right, here we go.
The story.
All right.
Man,
yeah.
That's crazy because Ray Lewis said the same thing I said. Like,
Yeah.
dude, you don't never go to the hood. I could tell you don't live black, you don't act black, you don't talk black. You was around black people, you'd never wear no fucking sweater like that. Like, seriously. You never had no guy sweater on like that. Being on the hood, being around black people. You ever seen a nigga with a sweater on like that?
Man, that looked like a quilt.
Exactly.
He's wearing a quilt. Like I said, I'm like, it's okay, but I'm just like, I can't have nobody styling me when they ain't trying to appease a woman. They ain't trying to dress good. I'm like, look, I'm dressing for me, and I want the ladies to be like, hey, okay, that's nice when I get dressed up. I ain't trying to, I'm like, he's normally getting dressed. He's looking for Steve and John when he get dressed. So that's what his clothing is going, his taste is trying to appease to them. I'm like, hey, Shannon Sharpe, you might need to sit this one out. Because he dressed up in there like a 16 or 17-year-old kid. I'm like, you shouldn't be up there dressed up looking like 21 Savage and you 60.
But shit, he looked like an old lady in that damn quilt. Like, I just don't understand. Like, for me, the gimmick of Club Shay Shay was a cool little thing. Like, people liked that. Mm-hmm. The black and mild, the do-rag. He could have rolled that out. Like, why would he be disingenuous and start wearing stuff like this? Like, look at this. You can't be both people. You can't do something for do something in a do-rag and then show up in this shit.
His stylist picked it out. We were showing this yesterday on that video, man. We were showing they were actually going shopping, and he was looking at him like, is this okay? I should take these too? Man, he grabbing these jackets. The guy would grab that jacket, grab them pants, grab them. I'm like, man, it's looking bad out here. I'm like, does he even know what he looked like?
And do he put his mouth on LeBron's face on this pillow?
Slobbing all on the pillow, covering himself up with LeBron and want LeBron on top of him.
Or he laying on top of LeBron.
Yeah. It's kind of warm out, so I'll lay on top of LeBron.
Somebody, be honest, is this too much? Much.
Oh man. They coming out there with a goat, kissing a goat in a LeBron James jersey.
Yeah, what was that about?
Where did they do that at? That makes, I saw that, I couldn't believe it. I said, what is Shannon Sharpe doing in his ever-loving mind? You going way too far to try to appease these doggone people. You can't tell him nothing.
They said leaving FS1 was a great move for Shannon. It potentially is. I mean, he still got some talent. I mean, he could barely talk, but people like that. People like that.
Mm-hmm. They like
it. Somebody back from the Golden Girls away. Salute. What do you say, Sino?
I said they like it. That's what I'm saying. So we are right. We're definitely in the situation now where you see everything that we was talking about was true. Thank you, sir. You see it quick, fast, in a hurry. So you get to see what we talking about when we say, hey, somebody ain't being genuine. Somebody being phony around here. And it all seemed to lead back to who? Shay Shay. Like HD say, when you call when a man call himself Shay Shay, gotta watch him. Gotta watch him. Yeah, you gotta watch him. Man gonna call himself Shay Shay. You gotta watch him. Watch him. Watch him. Yeah, exactly. You Shay Shay. Hey, people do that and they move in the energy in the way that they want to move all the time. And they tell on themselves. The whole time they do it. Now, you just saw Ray Lewis break down how Shannon Sharpe could have called this man. Shannon's excuse was, well, you was flying on a plane from London and we had to start the show early, so I didn't. That's bull. You knew you weren't going to run that by him, and you wanted to get that off talking about how disappointed you was because you wanted to fly that agenda. So you chose the show over your lifetime boy. This is your best friend at the time, was Ray Lewis. Your best friend was Ray. That was like a brother. You call up Ray, Ray will have your back. You let him down. But more importantly, you hurt his heart, bro. You tried to destroy that man's character, knowing you knew exactly what kind of man he was. That's low down. And Shannon apologized to him off the air. But on the air, he's still trying to portray the character of Shay Shay. Big Unc. Look, it's Big Unc. Like he fresh out the joint or something. And it built this facade. Everybody started going over there, flocking to him. Absolutely. Money over loyalty. That's what they choose. Money over loyalty. Ooh, got to do something for twosome. Uh-oh, it's at the twosome. Club Shay Shay finna flip. That neon light finna come out over there. It's after twosome. That light didn't get, that light switch didn't been hit. Here they come. No, he created this situation. He wanted to get publicity off of saying Kwame Brown's name. He was like, man, they not mentioning it on ESPN. We gonna have to jump on this. Kwame right now is trending. We got to get on top of this, Skip. Skip didn't want to say nothing about Kwame because he knows how Kwame is on social media. He know he go hard in the paint. This is why Stephen A. and nobody else won't touch it. They don't want to mention Kwame Brown's name on any of these things because he will come through and eviscerate All of these guys. Then he's like, why don't you go at Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson? You ain't got no smoke for them. I'm like, have you seen what Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson? Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson probably called Shannon Sharpe like, mother, don't put him back on us. We still recovering from that. That went bad for them. Anybody ever felt Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson won any damn thing? Poe Gill, he's still losing. He's finally waving the towel right now. He didn't lost to me, Kwame. Like I'm undefeated. You see, here's the thing. Here's the thing that they kept running into. And here's their biggest problem. Kwame has no filter. None. He can express himself. He's articulate. He's more articulate than most of these idiots that's on TV now. So you can't fool him with your questions, your trickery, trying to outwit him with your nonsense. He don't give a shit about none of that. You ain't gonna get nothing past him. You're not gonna treat him like a dummy because one, he don't act like he knows everything. He don't. If he don't know it, he'll learn it, or somebody else. He ain't somebody who too proud to say he don't know something. So why in the world do you think you're gonna outsmart somebody who have no governors on them? See, that what they call it back then. Like, we ain't got no governors on us. I mean, there's no filter, nothing stopping it. We can do whatever. We don't put a cap on ourselves. Ain't got no governors. The only thing that can stop Kwame is Kwame. He'll stop himself if he want to say something. And that's the wrong person you want to battle with, especially when you got all these people who you got to tap dance for. And look at this. Yeah, Shannon still got more subs than you both. You told on yourself 30 minutes ago. Didn't I tell you? There they go. They want to be foolish people, want to be seen. Now, what does anything that we ever said have something to do with? If you remembered that part from what I said 30 minutes ago, you should remember the part I said after that about Kwame had 400,000 in a month. 1 month. 400,000. That was 2 years ago. Where do you think he would be right now if they weren't sabotaging his account? Where the hell you think I would be right now if they weren't doing the same to both? So you didn't hear that part. You see? Selective. And what does everybody care for about numbers? It's not the point. That's why I tell people, subscribe to the page, hit that notification bell so that you can get an alert. I care about the real people that show up. I don't need a bot. Don't give me a bot. I want real people in here. Like people that's going to interact, people that's going to actually be in the chat, typing, real people. Like, we don't do this for fake views. I don't want to fake anything for nobody. Why the hell would I want to do that? That does nothing for me. At the end, this is endless for you. As I tried to tell Gil, I said, listen, that's It looks pretty on TV. It looks like you getting all these views, but we all know it's BS. Because if you can't get the views on your own little platform, you could barely get 300, 400 people in there. Now you got this TV show and they coming out getting, in 1 hour, they got 67,000. It's like, oh, we got 5,000 people in the chat. It's like, no, you don't. It's sad, but I understand where the show's got to go and how they got to promote it and what they're actually doing. But in the end, are you getting subscribers really? Or are these subscribers paid for subscribers? So it's not really generating money. It's looking pretty, but the money ain't pretty. It's trickery, but you see how it is. It's the pay to play. Yeah, but his TV show, they be having 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. They're paying for these views. And I'm like, why would you want to do that? So I'm going to spend all of this money just to try to get people here when you could build it up. I don't mind the grind. I don't mind chatting with the people, talking to the people. I don't mind that. I don't run from that. I have no fear of that. This is what we're about. We're about giving people the real. Absolutely, Q. Yeah, them click farms from Bangladesh. Exactly. But much success to him. I tried to help this guy get his show out of the mud. I told him, I said, hey, Kenya Martin, you should hire him. I'm basically consulting his show for him for free. So, I don't know. At this point, I'm not going to work for him. It's pretty much done at this point. It's a moot point. Yeah, they don't have the work ethic either. This thing takes sacrifice. You know how many relationships I done lost because of this? You know how many? It's a good thing I lost those relationships. And I mean with females. Yeah, those was good breakups. You know, got a female that's mad that I can't be at her mother's birthday party, and she's the main purpose. Oh, I understand. Yeah, you got to do what you got to do. I understand. You don't understand a damn thing. Mm-hmm. Right. You know, we be trying to tell people the real. What would Undisputed be like now? I don't even know right now. That's what they're gonna figure out. I think they're gonna grab Rob Parker and put him on the show, or they might do some auditions and see how, test them until the end of the season, and then go from there. Stephen A is going to be going through a contract renegotiation. So, he'll be listening to Fox. He'll be listening to, ESPN, and he might just leave and go to Fox. That would be something. But I don't think ESPN would allow that to happen. So he's in a good position. He has a bargaining chip. Like, I could go work with Skip and get this money, or I could stay here with y'all. ESPN don't want to look like they're losing. By losing Stephen A, look like they lost. I will never tune in for Stephen A. He's not something that I think I want to tune into. So I don't see the point of doing so. Shannon Sharpe has that show, and Fox, from what I know, was sponsoring it. Of course. They're not going to have two white guys debate on the show. You got to have a black guy. Why do you think it was made that way? It has to be a black guy. Haven't you noticed that? You mean to tell me you didn't notice that? They had Shannon Sharpe, Skip Bayless. Before, Stephen A, Skip, black, white, right? Now you had Chris Carter, Nick Wright. Then Chris Bouchard, well, he's a redhead, light-skinned guy, and Rob Parker. They on radio. They too ugly for TV. So then they needed somebody to step in and do the show with Nick Wright when they remixed the show. Because they had Brandon Marshall on there and everybody else. And Brandon Marshall, he can't control his attitude. You know, he still got to see a therapist. So he gets away from Fox Sports and started doing his own thing because he don't know how to do stuff. So he calls up Joe Button to help him with his podcast. And then, of course, I Am Athlete, which was it was great when it started. But then it split up. Too many mouths. But Shannon Sharpe, the beauty of what he got is it's only him. He's the only guy on the show and the guests. So you don't have it's three people on the show. And by then you got three different personalities. You got one person that's going to be unhappy. You got another person that's not going to be satisfied. And it's going to start falling apart. But the way he can make it successful, right, the way he can make it successful is to do what he's doing now. You could make a show very successful if you continue down the tropes that made the show a hit. If you go away from that, it's not going to be a hit. Well, I don't know why people, I ain't into a guy's look, but yeah, he got that Midwest look. He's from the D. Yes, his face do look like chewed up bubble gum. But hey, that's why they threw them on radio. He said, I get it now. They put a black man on there to talk about black men. No, they got to have the dynamic of black and white because that's the debate. It's in black and white. They're going to give you the black man's perspective. The other guy's going to give you the white man's perspective. When they do this show with all black people on there debating, they're going to be like, well, Don't nobody have the white man's aspect of it. So the show don't really work. You know, they had Ocho. Remember, they had Marcellus Wiley, and Ocho, Manuel Ocho on there, and they was doing the show, and they had what's his name, the big fat dude, he was on there. They needed a white guy, so they had a token white guy on there, which was Max Kellerman, and they started picking people away from that show, and it just started separating. Then it was Wiley and Ocho, and Ocho was basically giving you the white man's point of view, but you black. They don't trust you. Need a white guy in there. We need somebody in here. So now they got some token white guy on there, and they named the show Speak. And they got Joy Taylor on there because you need some TNA on there. So there's some TNA. And next thing you know, we got some TNA. We got a white guy, and we got what's his name on the show? Two guys, and there we go. They got what's his name? Shady McCullough on the show, and somebody else on there. And they just off to the races. But that's how they do it. All the show is race-based. Rarely see a Latino, and if they on there, they giving you the white man's perspective. That's how it's played. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got ads that play on here. I don't see them. Hopefully they came on while we were up here. Trucking T, what's up? Yeah, hopefully they came on while they was up here. Right, while this live was going on, there should have been ads showing up. Of course, LaShawn McCoy suck at media. This ain't what he really do. Ocho too uncut for that. He'd be fired in a week. No. See, this is what gets me about all this. Everybody has an attitude or an idea of what they think they want, or this is what I want to see, or this is the situation I want to do. Everybody's all screwed up.
Yeah, that personality with man.
Nobody has respect like that anymore. You see, we're going to get real to what's really going on here. The podcast game is a new thing. So when it's a new thing, everybody's trying to figure out how can they get money and screw over somebody else. So now people are trying to find out ways to monetize it. They don't know how to monetize it. So they're trying to get it right. They trying to do the streaming of the music right. But believe me, somebody's getting paid. And it ain't you. So how is that happening? How they getting paid to you now? They said, was Max doing the news when OJ case was analyzed? Was Max Kellerman? No, Max Kellerman was into boxing. He wasn't doing. Max Kellerman never did any of that. He was into boxing, and that was it. His whole thing was about right. His whole thing was about Pernell Whitaker being the greatest fighter of all time. No, Shannon Sharpe is right now. He's in a great position. He can leave and do his own thing now. You know, the money he was making, he realized now probably, damn, why am I waiting on Fox to re-up and give me some more money when I have a big enough name and a platform? I got enough people. I can run this club Shay Shay, and I can make that in 1 year. He could turn it to a podcast show and a show that can go and be picked up on a streaming network. You know all the people in the Skittles crew. So this goes along with helping you. He can get through those LBGTQ doors. He don't need any help going through them doors now. He done been in them doors. He done been in them rooms going, yeah, he didn't did it all. He did something after two something. So he done been in those rooms. He know fully what goes along and what comes with that. And he's comfortable with it. So he is exactly the person they would put the money behind. He's black. He's big, he's muscular. Oh, yeah, they love that physique. And he's cool with them like that. Oh, they love that. Put him all in front of the screen. You don't need to be over there. We got your back. How much they paying you? That little bit amount? $24 million. They can be, child, please. $24 million. I spent that in Cabo. $24 million. That's all they gave him. All those years of service with that wrinkly up old white man. He wrinkled up like a prune. Oh, we got you, child. Poor baby. Let's start him off with $50 million. Oh, he can make some money. Shannon can make some money. Well, I don't think Skip and Shannon's going to get back together. They might do something in the future if they have them back. But the dynamic is even weirder because now, like I'm saying, Skip can't work like that. He can't work knowing that you got the same amount of power as him. Stephen A. Smith has way more power now than when he left Skip the first time. So he ain't gonna come back to be nothing less than an equal to Skip. It's gonna be no, this is our show 50-50. There is no, this is your show no more. Before, I ain't had no job and you was the boss. It was, oh, yes, yeah. Oh, yeah, Skip. So he was the first one that had to toe the line. Shannon, he had to, it's your scope. It's your show, Skip. Now, I'm just trying to do the thing here. They didn't had so many blow-ups on that show. Skip Bayless had shut down on the show and was like, I won't talk no more. You talk. He just shut up on the show. There's been episodes like that. Long before that, they had so many blow-ups. Oh, yes. And thank you all for the super chat. Everybody who hit up the Cash App, everybody who hit the like button, thank you. On the Patreon tomorrow, we will go into some more details about this situation that we didn't get into. Ed Zachary. That's what I always say, Ed Zachary. Thank y'all for hitting the like button, too. A lot of y'all said, hey, man, yeah, we got to hit the like button. What we doing? A lot of people be captivated. They come in, they forget to hit the like button. I'm like, man, y'all got to hit the like button up. It's like 500 likes. I'll be like, 500 likes? That's impossible. It's like 1,400 people in here. Hit the like button, please. It's free. It's not going to charge you anything to hit the like button. We do it to show the people that we're not using bots. We got real people here. We deal with the real public, not the fakes. We don't need it. So what y'all think Shannon Sharpe should do? Y'all agree with me? My buddy seemed to think we got him fired. You and Kwame, man, y'all got that boy fired. Oh, that's crazy. I'm like, man, we ain't get nobody fired. What you talking about? Man, y'all got that boy fired. No, he didn't get fired. It's just that he didn't expect all of this to blow up. Some people live in that glass house, you really get to see how it plays out. So when they got in the glass house, the first thing he did was go there and do exactly what he did. Put himself out there like none of this stuff was in his past. No, we didn't get him fired, but Fox is somebody that felt like, okay, you can go. You can go, Shannon Sharpe. You want your out, here you out. Fox lost a lot of money in a lawsuit. With Tucker Carlson, that whole lawsuit, hundreds of millions of dollars was lost. And everything over that January 6th commentary. So Tucker Carlson got fired. So they trimming the fat. They got CNN got rid of Don Lemon. Tucker Carlson gone right behind them. Now Shannon Sharpe finna be gone. They trimming the fat out here. They are absolutely trimming the fat. No, he was advised not to bring Kwame Brown up again. It was good segment. It gave him a lot of publicity, but the publicity Shannon Sharpe didn't want. He found out the hard way why he shouldn't mention Kwame Brown. Yeah, he got the mamas cooking, but he put it on himself. See, the social media world, who Shannon Sharpe is falling in love with, he fell in love. He falling in love with y'all. He loved that attention he getting on social media. So he decide, oh, I'm gonna put the smoke on everybody. So here he comes with his notion on social media, want to appease y'all. Now, anytime he drops something, people want to know what's up with that stylist. What's up with you and Boo thing? Now this looks super strange because he's posting all this. You and Boo thing are posting all of these different things. And Corey Holcomb said it. Shannon Sharpe is mad at Skip Bayless because Skip Bayless ain't gay. And he said, in my opinion. Boo thing has got to go. Thank you again for the super chat and everybody that hit on my Cash App. Cash App is Carcino. It should be pinned somewhere. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like they said last time. Nah, it's been more than that. It came out in 2016. So it came out in 2016, like after, I think, like September 2016. That's the anniversary. No, that ain't the same person that do his makeup. His makeup was getting done, well, probably at home, because that dude everywhere with him. Everybody's like, oh, man, dog, I've never seen a stylist that's with you 24/7. Like normally the stylists, they go ahead about their life. You know, they ain't sticking around for this long. Yeah, Kwame can't get over that sweater. That look like a quilt. Kwame still ain't gotten over that. What they say?
Do you think that Stephen A is going to replace Shannon? I don't know. What do you think about that?
I don't think Stephen A is. That they've been talking like they were going to do something in the past, but Rob Parker was the number one person he wanted to do the show with anyway. So Rob Parker might be the replacement, because that was the person that was supposed to get it, but the network didn't know about it, or they didn't approve of it because Rob was Rob went to radio, and him and Chris Bouchard been doing good on radio, and plus Skip and him are like boys. They like real tight. They won't have.
When you say Rob Parker, are you talking about Wallet Mouth?
Mm-hmm. The guy who face looked like chewed up bubble gum. Yeah, him. That's who Rob Parker is. Yeah, he came out there with that goat. I said, "What the hell is this boy doing, boy? He will do anything." Look at that. He brought the goat out and kissed the goat and everything. And they just sitting back there watching him. He got the goat in the LeBron James jersey with a crown on. Buffoonery.
Is Shannon Sharpe, like, what's wrong with Shannon Sharpe?
He want to be LeBron James. Look, they almost look alike.
Oh, God.
They almost look alike. Oh, my goodness.
Somebody talking about the court gesture.
That's what he want. He living out his fantasy through LeBron James.
I ain't never seen a football player, of his, especially of his caliber, this much of a fanboy for another athlete, period. Like, how does he get like this over another man being who he is?
Because Shannon Sharpe thing was, this is his way up. He rode Colin Kaepernick controversy. All of a sudden, he was the advocate for black people. And like Ray Lewis said, you the closest guy to him. You wouldn't call Ray Lewis and pick up the phone. You would go right on the show. And Shannon's excuse was, you was in London. We started the show early. So I was like, but then you decide to go and say that about him on the show. That was the day you crossed the line. And he never came on your show again. And y'all spoke and you apologized to Ray for what you did because you was like, I should have called him and all that. But you still stuck to the guns that you were disappointed in him because you had stuck your toe 10 toes down on that side. Just to be totally with Kaepernick, and Cap is this. And everybody was so pro Cap. Now that we came all the way these years later, everybody said, man, you know what? You was right. So, you know, the whole time you said it from the beginning that this ain't had nothing to do with no anthem or nothing else. I was like, I know, because nobody goes past that date. And this is what I told people back then. It goes way beyond that situation. People never look past the day he took the knee. I'm like, do y'all even realize that he had took the knee before and nobody noticed? And I'm like, you got to go to why he was doing this. He wasn't even supposed to be in San Francisco. Cap had already lost his job. He loved the previous year. He lost the starting job to Blaine Gabbert. He wasn't even the quarterback no more. He had played so terrible, they benched him for the third string guy. Blaine Gabbert took the job from him and finished out the season. Then he was injured when he came back in and played. So then he was sitting there injured, couldn't play anyway. But he wanted out of San Francisco, and they was trying to trade him. And the Tennessee Titans took him. But he had to take a pay cut. They said, well, if you agree to a $7 million pay cut, then we could do the trade. And he's like, no, I ain't losing no money. And they was like, well, we ain't taking him. So they had to keep him on the team while trying to trade him. So now he's like, oh, they couldn't trade me and I'm stuck on the team. So now he's trying to embarrass the 49ers so he can get out of there. So he's trying to show like he's disgruntled, he's disconnected with the team. He's like, I'm just kneeling. First he wasn't even kneeling. He was sitting for the national anthem. That's what people don't realize. Cap was sitting down. And that's what he got noticed for. He wasn't standing with the team. Then it became a big issue when they asked him about it. Why are you doing this? I'm doing this for police and justice and everything else. When he was never around for Trayvon Martin, didn't put a tweet up, didn't say anything in the comment, nothing. He started following these liberals who saw that and said, oh, we can make this into, this is going to be good for us. We could use this. And they went and made him a symbol and rallied a whole bunch of people whose emotion is already caught up because we're emotional people. Our emotions is all wrapped up into this. So we just jump on board, full swing. Man, the way they doing Cap is injustice. He a black man standing up. We had enough. He's standing up for the brothers. I'm like, no, he not. I'm like, y'all, this man ain't said another word. He came out. People forgot he had the socks on the next day with the pig pig in the uniform on the socks. They had to make him get rid of that. People forgot about that. They was like, oh, no, take that. That's too much. As a matter of fact, no more talking. You don't talk to anybody ever. No interviews, no nothing. You don't talk to the media. So everybody talking about, man, I understand Cap's plan. I mean, what is his plan? He hasn't told you anything. He won't talk. So, because if he talk, it's all going to come falling out of his mouth. It's just more BS. Then they putting him on magazines with the black glove, with the fist. I'm like, I can't believe it. I just can't believe we keep getting led. Then going down the Primrose path, what they said. Why do you we can't see through the BS? I'm like, you can't see through that facade. Nothing was gonna come out of that. That was just a way to get people to throw money into stuff, and they're gonna absorb money, and those people are gonna get rich. And he'll be out. Cap didn't want to play football no more. If he wanted to play football, he could have played football. He getting more money doing this. Believe me, they have taken care of him.
What do you mean he didn't want to play football? You really think he didn't want to play?
Not anymore. After what he was getting paid to do, he first of all wasn't that great of a quarterback. He was good. Once they figured out his gimmick and made him throw the ball, he wasn't good at that. And so everybody making it look like he was this superstar quarterback, and he was not. He had a good run for 2 years that everybody figured him out. They know how to stop him. So now, and his flaws was exposed. He became a basic quarterback, and he had already lost his job. He had just came back from injury. He was never a great quarterback, but I felt he should have been in the league. I was like, the NFL did themselves an injustice, and that was the only good thing about what happened is that they exposed their racism card. They was, how dare you? We gonna hold you out just to show you we still racist. And that's right. We're gonna hold them out. So they exposed themselves for being racist to the whole world. That was the only good thing that came out of it. But other than that, Cap really played himself and exposed himself because all this he got behind the Black Lives Matter, and we all know how that went. All this signs and all this money was going around, hundreds of millions of dollars, and the Blood Brothers didn't get a cent. Nothing done for them, nowhere. Nothing. It's like, well, where did this money go? What was it for? We didn't get anything. You didn't get no police reform. You didn't get anything. Nothing. And these are the people you put in office. You people, y'all went behind that march and walked in the streets. You got no justice. You got no relief, nothing. You still faced with the same drama you're faced with now. So Shannon Sharpe was advocating for that. Shannon, you have no comments on it now. I don't hear you talking. I don't hear you so liberally out in the open talking. When they bring up, because you was bringing up all this politics into the sports. And then Cap went out there and had an opportunity. Jay-Z's like, all right, we're going to give you an opportunity. You got it. He want to change the location on where he want to throw the football. I want to go over here and do it. So all the people like, you know what? I ain't even finna do this. We ain't even gonna come do this anyway. We don't even do a tryout at this time.
Right.
Then he's gonna go over there and have his homeboy record it. They see what I can do. They see I can throw the football. They see I'm back, and they want to hold me back. Everybody like, okay, this dude ain't talking about. He ain't serious about playing football. This dude could have tried out every year. He could have been on there making a stance. He could have been holding a protest. He still didn't do anything. And I'm like, what people don't seem to understand is that it just exposed other people's racism, period. People was like, how dare him disrespect the flag? It's like, it was never about no flag, and you don't even care about the flag. Shut up. Like, these people that is complaining, acting like they so outrageous. These people don't even know the damn national anthem. And the stars are free. I mean, you don't know the damn words. Don't sit down somewhere.
Let me ask you this. What do you think, far as from a Shannon Sharpe standpoint? From a Shannon Sharpe standpoint, what do you think his next move is? And what do you think going forward, sports media it does. Now that they got some attention over the YouTube, and that everybody's going to speculate that we did it or I did it or whatever else. What do you think?
I'm gonna tell you one thing. That didn't help his case. We damn sure didn't help his case. Well, the thing is this. Shannon Sharpe is he got to the point where he bit the hand of the master. He started to get a lot of popularity. And once he started getting popularity, he thought like, hey, we equals. Like it's Skip and Shannon. This is our show. He was like,
He couldn't have thought that shit.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. He started believing these social media fans. Man, that's Shannon. Shannon got the power. Shannon,
you don't think it had nothing to do with that court? Okay, from a corporate standpoint, why do you think they would make the move to buy him out or whatever else? Do you think it had anything to do with that fight or that almost fight?
It's a combination of things. It's a combination. Him and Skip have had a lot of blow-ups on that show. And that was the one that just got amplified. It was a lot more before that, because Skip would yell back at him. And they would go back and forth. And this is why 2 women were gone off the show, 2 moderators. The moderator, Skip, has a problem, but Skip ain't never going to get fired. I'm like, they going to get rid of all the moderators. The Skip goes nowhere. That should show people the power vacuum that they have on the show. Skip ain't going nowhere. He's making double what Shannon Sharpe made. It's like we were just talking about this. I'm like, he's gonna let Shannon do whatever. I'm like, Skip don't even hardly say nothing no more now. Just that
right.
You just sit back with the DeMar Hamlin situation and all this other stuff. Skip been like, yeah. Because he really don't deal with them no more. And I was like, I could tell the whole relationship is different. And now you see, I had made the video then. I said the writing's on the wall. This is gonna end soon, and Shannon gonna do his own thing. And I was like, he was gonna shop his show, Club Shay Shay, and I thought Fox would pick it up and put it on there, because I know he's gonna look to put that show on a major, and put that, instead of just being on the internet, it could be on HBO or anywhere else. He wants to put that show on a major. That's his next plan, is to do that. And definitely has something to do with LeBron's production company, Uninterrupted. You can see that in the miles away. He's going to team up with LeBron. He's going to break away, and he's going to feel like, I'm bigger than the show. I don't need that money that y'all talking about paying me. He was getting 20-something million. So he had just signed the deal, got to 20-something million. So they're going to buy him out, agree to a buyout price, which would probably be less than that, a lot less. Like about 50% less, and he's gonna take that money and leave. He feels like he's big enough, and let y'all can get somebody else in here to replace me and save the show, then do it. So, and yeah, Skip is like, okay, we'll replace you because that show is really undisputed, and that's Skip's show. And once he felt he was equal to Skip enough to start telling Skip what to do and this and that, and Skip's like, whoa, wait a minute, you bit at the hand of the master. So when you do that, you outshine the master. That's one of the rules of the 50 rules of power. You don't do that. You trying to outshine the master? No, it's Skip's show. Now watch Skip come back to life when he get a new host on there, a new co-host.
Yeah, I believe so too.
Skip gonna be right back fired up. Yeah, welcome to Undisputed. Me and Rob, he gonna be all energized. He haven't been like that since that blow up. When they had that talk, he knew right then, I gotta get rid of Shannon. And him and Stephen A gonna work together eventually. I think they eventually gonna do it when they can get past the networks situation, because what they do is keep making each other's price go up on the network. They overpaid for Stephen A. Smith, because Stephen A. Smith used it. If y'all don't pay me, I'm gonna go over there with Skip. No, I'm gonna take myself over there with Skip. So they gotta pay him. Because if they lose Stephen A. Smith, they feel like they lost to Fox, because he's like this big face. So he thinking he getting paid because of his talent. But ESPN was like, oh no, we gonna work you. If we gonna give you this money, you going to work. They call him in the middle of the day. Hey, we need you to go to work. He got to cover the NBA finals, NBA countdown, sports Center, First Take, do the radio show. I'm like, damn, they about to kill you. That's why he was having a health crisis. He wasn't getting any sleep. He had to have surgery because he was snoring all the time. So he had to get his adenoids taken out. All of this was going on. And his health is bad. Skip only got to do one show and make more money than you. He only got to do Undisputed, and then he go home. Fox don't say we need you to come cover this. We need you to do. We got IndyCar racing. We need you, Skip, to get out here. Hell no, Skip do one job and go home. That's it. Now, why you got to do 85 jobs? You got to do 85 jobs to keep your money because
they looked at him like this. The first thing he did, this shit. You know, nobody even picked up on it. This is a guy who couldn't play basketball talking about basketball. So he can talk about anything. He's a personality.
Yeah, that's all he is a personality. It ain't good at that. Ain't got no personality. If Fox could, I'm telling you, Fox has been watching everything we did. You see, they released my video today too. Fox is like, that's how much, when this news broke, Fox released the claim they had on my video. I just sent that to you too. I was like, right before the news broke.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, man, I said to the Kwame, I was like, look, Fox then gave up the fight. They wanted to fight me over a video they had no content in.
Right.
No content in my video whatsoever. It was nothing that belonged to Fox. But they could not help the fact they were so mad it was getting that attention off Shannon Sharpe. And that did not help his case. It blew up real bad in his face. He got real emotional. His home had just been burglarized. And he went off on Ja Morant. He went off on all these rants. And he was making it really personal. He was taking personal shots. And I had made the video saying, Shannon, I agree about some of the things you said about Ja Morant. Yeah, what he did was dumb and all that, but you went and turned it and made it about you. And he was attacking the fans like he won a prize or something, that Ja Morant was waving a gun or something, like he won somehow. And I'm like, that's not the attitude you should be taking in this situation at all. Like, it ain't got nothing to do with you. The situation with Ja had nothing to do with you, Shannon. He was, y'all said I was a Tom. Y'all come saying I'm wrong and I'm doing this and I was doing that and that. I'm like, it ain't about you. It ain't about you, Shannon. This had nothing to do with you, but his ego couldn't help but to put himself in there and he want to talk down to. And I'm like, you were the main one playing pranks on everybody when you was playing. You was the jokester. You were the one.
Stop right there. Stop.
Yeah, he was the joker. Every time you look around, he's in there cracking jokes in the locker room, locking players in the office and all that stuff. At the Pro Bowl, he got the water jug up, letting the water fall down. It fell down on an assistant coach, and he almost got sent home. But when John Elway came over there, and he said, "That's enough, 84. And he talked to him, said, 84, don't embarrass us. Don't embarrass us, 84. When they was at the Pro Bowl, he had to tell him, you got to calm down because he get crazy out there.
Hey, what's going on? How y'all feeling, man? What's happening with y'all? How y'all doing?
Oh, we doing pretty good, man.
Yeah, man. I'm a huge fan of, sports, Shannon Sharpe, Kwame Brown. I just think that, people tired of the corporate stuff. Nobody's watching TV anymore. It's independent media. And also, Shannon Sharpe had done a great job when he first got to Undisputed. But I just feel like, niggas is tired of all the cooning and all of that. It's just not authentic anymore. I feel like Kwame Brown would be a great example of just going on there. That's the only way. You can't get nobody like Max Kellerman. It's just not going to be authentic, man. We're going to have to get some realness on TV. And the corporate media thing is getting played out. So I think Kwame, you should I don't know, man. I think it would be a great idea to bring Kwame on the show.
They don't
Anybody else
want
going to skip about that?
Real, man, for real. And you single-handedly ended Shannon Sharpe's career, man. Not you. That's crazy.
It couldn't have been single-handedly because gave a lot of the information, a lot of photos. So that's why you're up here now. So definitely wasn't single-handed.
That's Hey, what's up,
I ain't
KD?
had nothing to do with it. It's all Kwame.
Oh, hell no. This get bigger than Kwame Brown. It was Nino Brown and Charles Brown.
G-Money.
Did you see Skip crying wolf about Charles Barkley attacking him the other day? He said he's been attacking him for 20 years. You should pull that up. That's hilarious. But he's been attacking players forever. I'm sure he was surprised that Charles Barkley was talking about beating him up and all kinds of stuff. He was literally on his podcast that he's been attacking him for 20 years. He's never said nothing to Charles Barkley. It's on his podcast. It was like 2 days ago.
He said I was attacking him for 20 years?
No, he said Charles Barkley was attacking him for 20 years.
Yeah, that was a couple. No, that was actually about a month ago. He made that on his Skip Bayless live stream. He wanted to address
it was 2 days ago. It's funny. I was like, wow. But he attacks players all the time. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, the thing is that Charles Barkley hates him. Like, he really hates Skip Bayless. So he ain't gonna never let that go. Any chance he get, he was like, man, maybe I could just have anybody die to be Skip Bayless. I'll be, man, Charles Barkley, you ain't even say he don't sugarcoat it. He just go completely there with Skip Bayless. The conversation will be about something else, and he gonna turn it right to Skip Bayless.
Yo, what's up, KB?
What's up, brother?
What's up, Casino? Casino, I ain't gonna lie. I'm a troll of yours, bro. Like, when it comes to LeBron, I'm a troll. I'm not even gonna lie to you. You feel me? But I got some questions I've been trying to ask the both of y'all. Actually, it's a good thing that you're on the panel. Well, first thing, I agree with some of the points about Shannon. I've been watching for years now. Actually, I think the gems he do put out, it's helpful, especially to the Black community. But when he goes overboard and do all the extra, I don't really feel that. What he did to Kwame recently, I wasn't really feeling that. I think he the situation he got with Skip was a little too weird. I think he should have conducted himself a little, like, you feel me, a little calmer. You understand what I'm saying? A little more mature. But I just be wanting to talk about these narratives that like people on YouTube just got, or quote unquote LeBron haters. Like, you feel me? So nobody attacked me. I'm just asking questions, bro. Like, you feel me? So boom. Casino, you actually said that you betted this playoffs against Steph. Well, let me start with this. You don't like LeBron. I don't know the reason. You call him a bum and trash and this and that. From my understanding, that's not what these players that's playing right now are saying. one, you can ask, you go on Paul George podcast, you can see that, you know, they recognize LeBron's greatness. DeRozan, all these guys that actually played against LeBron. So me, I would never take your word for it. That's with all due respect. Like, you know what I mean? He's not trash. I watched the game. I've seen him since he's came in the league. I picked up a basketball in elementary school just because of LeBron. So I just feel like, you feel me, he changed, like, he made me love the game. Like, you feel me, just how probably like Mike made everybody seeing the game a little different. You understand what I'm saying? So, and then all these conspiracies, like, oh, he pays the media, this and that, which may be true, but we gotta understand, as Black people, ain't that what we want? Ain't that what we want? To make money. We want to keep our image alive. Like, that's the goal. You understand what I'm saying? If I'm playing ball, if I'm hooping professionally, and I got money to control my pieces and my narrative, wouldn't you want to do that?
Okay, well, let me try to answer a lot of your questions. You asked like,
I'm sorry.
And now let me just go back to your beginning statement. Now, the first one you said is you don't like LeBron, and I don't know why. And then you said you called him a bum and all these things. I don't like LeBron for what he changed into once he started winning championships. His arrogance started to come into play. He was never a complete basketball player, but I always rooted for LeBron when he came in the league. I wanted him to be successful, to prove people wrong, because they put a lot on his back when he first came into the league. And I was like, give him time. He'll learn the game. He can get better and everything else. But he really did not excel his game. He was still riding off athleticism. And then he likes to take shortcuts. Any way to get a shortcut or an advantage over somebody else, he wanted that. He wanted to take the easy route. Didn't want to take the hard roads. And then he started to get arrogant as he started to win with Miami. His arrogance came into play. And then he became, it's like someone gets drunk with power. He became more of that. But when I call him a bum, I put that in the price where you guys put him, as the greatest of all time. So compared to the greatest players of all time, he's a bum compared to them. So when I say LeBron's a bum, that's what I mean. I'm not saying him versus me on the court. No one's saying me versus LeBron. But when I call him a bum, it's by the criteria and the standards of where you guys have selected him to be. Now, for you, I don't disagree with what you're saying, because he gave you the love for the ball. Anybody in their 20s, they grew up under LeBron's era. They grew up like watching LeBron. So that's what you know. So I don't expect for you to do that. It's the older people who should know better. And just because Paul George said that these guys play in the league with LeBron, they don't want to have to deal with. You see what happened to Dylan Brooks for saying LeBron was old? They already saying he should be out the league. This guy was one of the defensive players of the year, sixth man, doing all of these things. But the moment he said LeBron James is old, he got to get off the team, and they making up lies. The team said he can't come back no matter what. I'm like,
against him.
See, and this is why we try to say that when you expect another player to come out and say something, absolutely not. So they're not going to open their mouth and say it. So they see the power and how this game is. It's a political game. So just because you see a player come out and be like, oh no, he's a nice guy, and I don't mean that they like that person or they deal with him or even really respect him. Because trust me, a lot of players don't respect him at all. That's why when he got that bubble chip, he like, I need my respect now. A lot of people don't respect him.
To be honest, Casino, they never even asked about his character. They asked about his game. They was asked about his game. And Paul George said he knows defensive plays. He know everybody team plays. Him and DeRozan was going at like, damn, like LeBron really swept us. Like, so is that, can we just call that greatness, or is this always something else?
That's all them saying we damn sure not finna go against LeBron.
Right.
I mean,
narrative.
would you expect them to say, "Well, he ain't really that good," I mean, and still be in the gym? They're gonna be like, "Whoa, why my keto work?"
Yeah.
Right.
Hell no, they ain't gonna say that.
Carsino, there's nothing wrong about giving compliments, bro. Like compliments, everybody can get a compliment, bro.
And you can get criticism too.
Right.
Yeah.
Nobody criticized Paul George for doing that. I didn't criticize Paul George when you told me. I didn't get mad at him for giving him a compliment. That's what he said. That's what he said.
Yeah.
But I know from what I see.
Yeah. And
Right.
I'm a LeBron fan. I'm a LeBron fanatic.
We know.
That's why
That we know.
understand this.
I bring it at my TV all the time when he do some dumb shit. You understand what I'm saying? So I understand, like, you know, you can't, as the basketball, God won't give you everything. You understand what I'm saying? He's gonna put pieces and pieces and pieces. You understand what I'm saying? He's not gonna give you the full package. So when he do give you, make the most of it. And I feel like LeBron has made the most of his talent that God gave him. And
Now I'm gonna
That's why
answer
they
your
gave him
last question.
shortcuts.
Let me answer your last question.
Yeah, I
and then
got
we'll move on. Your last question was LeBron and providing jobs for people, right? And for
that wasn't a question, but
okay, that was a statement we made. Now, with the people you say that may be true with the sports and all that stuff, what he's doing, where you're saying he's creating employment, but it comes at a price of just promoting him. You see, they only there to plant their plants to only talk good about him. That's not fair journalism. That's not giving someone a chance or a job, because that's giving them a platform just so they can talk about you. Have you noticed that the people we spoke about only really speak about LeBron James? And they only say positive things about LeBron James. They never bring up the contrast of balance. Even if they believed it or not, the Chael Sonnen incident, you didn't hear anything about it, did you? Now, is that fair journalism? If someone of credibility who fought in the UFC, who says he has the same drug guy as LeBron James, why wouldn't they call that guy for an interview? He's been on that platform before. He's been on ESPN plenty of times. So why wouldn't you call Chael Sonnen on your show and say, "Hey, can you explain, like, what do you mean you and LeBron have the same drug guy?" Like, why wouldn't they do that? Why they did not even mention it on either show, like it never happened. And LeBron didn't sue that man. That man never said the word alleged. And nothing happened to him. He's still doing this podcast today, no problems. So why do you think that is?
That could be another reason why he got fired, because that brought a lot of questions back up. Why did he come at Kwame and not come at Chael Sonnen?
Oh, obviously.
If he just working this podcast, now he's probably going to respond.
That's obvious.
Yeah, he's definitely going to respond now. So. I would say, I mean, if we're going to talk about LeBron, I mean, Kwame did play against LeBron. What's your thoughts, LeBron, when you played against LeBron, Kwame?
What'd you say, bro?
What's your thoughts when you played against LeBron? I mean, you're the only one in here that played against LeBron. I mean, what's your thoughts?
I mean, my thoughts were what I said. I mean, he's not very tricky. He's a very big, strong guy. He can do things at a speed that most people couldn't do it at. The scouting report is a scouting report. If people think I'm lying, you just go find a scouting report on LeBron. It's only going to talk about him in transition. It's only going to talk about his three-point ability and, try to keep him out of the lane. He's going to drive right. He's going to drive left. Try to get him to fall in love with his jump shot and run him, because if you get him tired, then the jump shot goes.
I think we ain't being completely accurate when we feel that he developed the he should have. Because, I mean, he never had a mid-range. I agree with Sino on that. I mean, he should have developed way more than he has, if you ask me. I mean, he does get that little turnaround going every now and then, but he don't go to it like his go-to move. So he's pretty much step back three or go to the hoop or pass. That's it. He ain't developed anything else since he's been in the league. He's pretty much literally the same player. So I agree with that.
Yeah, and then Shannon Sharpe, he tried to show everyone yesterday. He made a post right when we went live, and everyone was asking him questions yesterday about the,
Everybody mute their mic that's not on the mic. Mute your mic if you're not talking, please. It's giving feedback.
Okay. So everyone saw that, in the comment section, he posted a video like almost as soon as I went live yesterday. And he put his video out and it went left for Shannon Sharpe. And it got it was going viral for the wrong reasons. And that's what he was trying to show, like, not everybody can get to this level, and this is what it takes. And the comment section was merciless. I mean, it was merciless. And somebody actually put Kwame Brown's picture in the comment section. And the next day, all of this hell breaks loose. And it's just a domino effect. But I don't think for anything that we did, only thing we did was amplify a lot of the things about Shannon Sharpe. Like, the point of the video is what I was trying to make is the hypocrisy of Shannon Sharpe. You talk about behavior, and then you go out and do everything opposite of the behavior. You talked about these rappers, and then you're dressing like the Chirac Savage. You dressing like all these other guys, these young rappers, and you dressing 20 years younger, trying to keep up with the times, I guess. And then you talk about them on the show as if they're a nuisance, and you wearing your suit. But then you wearing the do-rags, you got the cigarillos, you got the yak. You're appeasing to them. You like, I want to make money off y'all. Y'all keep supporting me. But then I'm going to go back and criticize y'all when I get in front of these Skip Baylesses and everybody else. We're going to talk down on them. So you doing everything hypocritical. You were the biggest joker on the team, cracking jokes on every single body. That was what your thing. You did the dozens with everybody on the team. They know about you. You was the biggest mouth on the team. So you did all these antics when you was on Baltimore and Denver for all these years. I saw you at the Pro Bowl, saw what you did there, saw your behavior. It was unbecoming. Now it's a different era. Back then it was just all good, clean fun. But then you talk down on anybody that has something to say. That's what Antonio Brown was saying about you, about Shannon Sharpe. When he was on there, he went on LeBron's show and he spoke about Shannon Sharpe. You got all this talk and all this mouth, but you don't do nothing. Nobody's seen you do anything for no community, no nothing, but you always talking down. And it's always those guys, because they got a suit, because he's trying to appease to everybody else over there by talking down to us. And we didn't seen all these brothers before. We didn't seen those brothers that do that. So we already know, but they was over there patting Shannon on the back for it. And I was like, nothing wrong with what you're doing. But then when all the stuff started coming out about you that you were burying, then you going on national TV. We didn't tell him to do that, y'all. He went up there bragging. I told my girl to pay for the divorce. I said, I'm going to give you the money. I'm going to give you the money for the divorce. Because I said, I thought she was the one. And she was the one, all right. She was the one that left and went with your friend and got pregnant and had a baby. And you still buying gifts for the baby. You the godfather. Still getting money out of Shannon Sharpe. So that lets you know exactly. He don't know what to do. He don't know how to deal with no women. He ain't going to get played by women no more. That's why he got that stylist. He's like, I ain't had enough of y'all. Come on, stylist.
Oh, you ain't shit, Cino.
He ain't getting played by no women no more. You gonna show them.
Hey, Roll Life, what you got to add to it, Roll Life?
Hey, can you guys hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Cino, you ain't shit, man. man, you made me to follow Shannon Sharpe this morning. when I heard your stream, and man, apologies. Shout out to Kwame Brown. Thank you for the host. Thank you to the host. Thanks for having me on, brother. Man, I was listening to your stream, and I followed him, man. I tried to email you something, man. Your email is like strange, but anyway, I tried to email you because did you see the post about our bond is they try to test our bond. Our bond is unbreakable. Have you seen that one?
No, he posted another one today.
Man, I think it's an old post, but just scroll down and there you see he's sitting there in a suit, in the Easter suit. Yeah, our bond is unbreakable. Oh my God! But anyway, one thing, man, I gotta tell you what happened to all the football money, bro? He should be sitting and chilling like Kwame. No job, just chilling and enjoying. Why he got all these jobs, man?
Well, see, here's the thing. Football money, especially back in those days, it's not a lot of money. Football is a sport that there's the guarantee. The contracts are not really guaranteed. You could have an 8-year, $100 million contract in the NFL and might only get 12 out of the contract. You can be released. All kind of things that happen.
I see, but hey, he from the crib like Kwame down there. Get you some land. You know what I'm saying? All of that old country knowledge like we came up with. I'm from Tennessee up the street. So get you some land, whoop-de-whoop. It wouldn't have mattered. But with that said, I'm a Gen Xer, and as far as LeBron go, LeBron is, he's all right, but I'm a Gen Xer, man. He didn't have no dog in him. He didn't have no dog in him like Jordan. He didn't have no dog in him like Kobe. Kobe and Jordan would say, I'll take on all 5 of y'all asses, and I'll bring these other 4 guys with me. But LeBron is like, we gonna get you. Nah, it ain't the same. It ain't the same. And it's just I ain't got a whole lot to say. I'm not real good on the mic, but I'm just sitting back listening to y'all, and man, your stream was great. Keep coming with it, damn D. He's coming with it, and man, I ain't surprised that Shannon is gone, man, because Skip was probably going through shit and probably saying, damn, man, I gotta separate myself. So, man, it's looking mighty ugly, man, with the stylist, and I ain't seen one baddie yet. You know, it's like the stylist, and damn, like, can we have the stylist? Okay, so that had the stylist in one, but all baddies in the rest, but it's all the stylists coming out the crib, getting in the car. Come on, man.
Yeah, we had fun last night, man. I was as shocked as you was as we was going through this. It was like we was on this journey together. We were like, oh my God.
I wasn't shocked. I was not shocked. Because I know he's out there in Hollywood. I've been listening to him talk. He's talking about he's from the crib, but that Hollywood coming out in him, bro. That you can tell he's been up there. He's been at the parties. He's been talking and the Le Portier and this, that, and then he's showing the do-rags, and I'm like, I can see that and a lot of us real niggas out here in the world can see, man, you fraudulent, man. You drinking apple juice, man. You ain't taking shots.
Yeah, he done went Hollywood. He went Hollywood, brother.
Yeah.
Went Hollywood all the way, man. And like, so when I saw him and Bootang at the game, I wasn't really surprised because it's like, okay, that's the first. Okay. Now I see. Okay. Now I need to see a little more. Then Casino, I saw his stream today. I said, let me follow this nigga and see what because I'm not really like it on IG, so I pulled it up. Damn, it's all him and Booth. Everything is no baddies, nowhere. Nowhere. He was talking to this one vegan chick, had an interview with her, and she was a nice looking chick. I'm like, damn, that's right up your lane. I mean, like, you ain't. But no, it's like,
Hey,
I
to
don't
Shannon
know,
Sharpe
man.
defense, he did try to get at a married woman now, Candy Burris. He did try a married woman now.
Candy Burris, that chick.
Yeah, like it's not. Look, it's like it's not saying that just because like if that's his life and that's his choice and preference, that's fine. But my thing is, you be trying to tell other people what they need to do with the woman and all that. I'm just like, you shouldn't be saying that if you doing this.
Talk football for one, man. Let's keep it football, bro. Don't keep it out of society. Don't talk about no basketball because they ain't your lane. Talk about some football, and you really told off with all this LeBron love, man. God damn. I was like, because as I was looking at the videos, the clips and shit, I'm like, damn, that is some major love right there. And I'm seeing bedspreads and close pictures and clips, and I don't know between that and no baddies, but you know, I like man, he made me watch Undisputed. I love especially him and his Baker Mayfield stick, all of that. It's like it was great, but then you hear parts of him, man, to be like, damn, man, you starting to like separate. I mean, you ain't. No.
Yeah, that's what I love about media. The same way they want to criticize Russell Westbrook. You get what I'm saying? Like, Shannon Sharpe, like, I mean, you got to be able to accept a little criticism as well. That's all I'm saying. It's just not fair. Like, we don't like narratives, you know. It's supposed to be like trying to get to the facts. You know, that's what these shows are supposed to be about. You know, these narratives are getting played out. That's why independent media is on the rise, because you know people want that authenticity. You know, that fake shit is boring. It's scripted. Nobody want to watch a scripted show. That's what I'm saying. Now, look, y'all go ahead and hire Kwame Brown, have some type of content, you know, behind the scenes or whatever. Look, Kwame, look, you can't be slapping the fuck out Skip Bayless and shit like that. You get what I'm saying? You agree to disagree, whatever. But I'm just saying, like, you know, we can do this right here. Mainstream media, we can work with independent media. We can work out a deal. All this sucking and jiving and all that. We need a little break right now. I'm saying this, so we need a little break.
The public is starting to see it, and that's the great thing about YouTube, and I love it. Is that the public is starting to separate? Even there's a separation starting to be a separation beginning. You know. My viewpoint, anybody talking about on my job talking about, you know, that cable, I'm like, cable? You still watch cable? And I'm like, dude, I mean, it's like that there's a separation beginning, and people are tired of seeing the scripted bullshit. And with TV, I mean, people rather watch regular people just sit at a truck stop like I am right now and just talk shit. And people are like, they're tired of seeing the scripted shows and all of that. But hey guys, thanks for having me on. And I'm just gonna sit back and chill. I'll sit in the background and let you guys go at it.
Oh, okay. Thank you for coming up on the chat.
Salute to you, brother.
It's great talking to. Hey man, it's great to finally talk to stars, Carsino and KB, both in one night. How about that?
I ain't a star.
Carsino's a black hole. He a dark star, boy.
Yeah.
Carsino fault. Don't blame this shit on me. This Carsino fault. I'm gonna show you what happened. I'm gonna show y'all what happened right here. This is what put the nail in the coffin right there. Yep. That's what did it.
With the Lakers on the crotch. Oh my God. Oh,
right.
That's too telling, man. Oh my God.
And that's what I'm gonna tell you. I'm like, hey Kwame, put that link in. I should send you. Now,
Is it a private chat or where is it?
it's on the screen. Share the screen.
Hey, Sino, I got a question for you, Sino.
Okay, hold on one sec. Hold on to that question. See right there?
Mute
That
your
is
mic.
Shannon Sharpe. Hold on. That's Shannon Sharpe when he posted this video. And he says his style is everything. Now look at who he put in there. He got GM, men's fashion. We got an echo in here. You might have to mute your mic.
Yeah, y'all mute your mic.
Road trip. Okay. There it is. Yeah, you got Men's Style, GQ Magazine, GQ Men, Vogue Magazine. So this is where he's going with it. This is where he sent it to. But the people response, since we made that video, the people responded. And when the people responded, the comment section was unmerciless. They was like, why does the stylist got to be around 25-8? Right away, the first comment and start breaking news. Soon as it hit, they jumped right out. They came out. It was rolling. He showed the video, man, and it just kept going. Come and take a ride with Ump. The destination is up. I'm like, oh, Lord. Once he started that, it was a descent all the way to the ground. That comment section they had no filter on the comment section. And it was bad. So they were sending this to go to all of the people that look at it. And what he got was the people that actually popped in and say, hey, man, this is a problem. Why does the stylist be around on 25-8? And then the comments from there just started to get worse and worse. They had no idea it was going to get this bad. Shannon Sharpe and his handlers, when they put that video out, they had no idea all of these people were going to respond this way. It just kept rolling. This thing right off. Why is that stylist around on 25-8? They didn't even let it marinate. That was the first thing that was said. Oh my goodness. Hey man, between the stylist, video talking about, he's like, yo, Cap, Unk might be on that something sweet. Let me hit that like button for that. Crazy A dude can't do it. Nothing without being called gay. That's not his stylist, that's his boo. Oh my God, boy, they are getting on him. Ever since that video, boy, I told you. I don't think he ain't a tight end no more. Balls. He's not a tight end no more. Balls. So it says it right there. I'm not too sure, but I think Unk might be a little sugar. This comment section got so gone, y'all. It was nuts. It kept getting worse and worse. Oh yeah, he went from a tight end to a wide receiver.
Oh my God.
Ain't no bouncing back. But stay down, Rocky. I'm not sure, but Unk might have a little sugar in his tank. Look at this. This is crazy.
Why you start that question?
I didn't start. He did all the content came down.
I don't want to hear that. You know, you started.
I saw that touchdown. I thought the game was on. I'm like, oh, the game on. They were like touchdown. Oh God. Oh man, Shannon getting roasted. I'm tripping, or just came out. Look at that. Am I tripping or did just come out? Am I tripping or just come out? Man, we had a great time last night. But this is just letting y'all know how crazy this got. The comment section got livid last night. It was brutal. This was not what they expected. They thought like, oh man, we getting a lot of attention, a lot of hits. It was people coming on that shot because they thought we was just trolling and we made all this happen. That's what they were saying. Oh, y'all trolling. Y'all made this up. Y'all just trying to make something look bad. And then he goes 2 hours later and posted this. It was like, oh, good Lord.
Shannon gonna want to.
Yeah, go ahead. Say what you
saying. Shannon gonna want to talk to you after. Shannon gonna want to talk to you, cause you know. Cause you did that.
They said, oh man, I hope Corey Holcomb don't see this.
Yeah. Corey Holcomb gonna have a field day.
Oh, Corey Holcomb it'd have been over. He'd have been eviscerated.
So my question is, what do you think is next for Shannon? Is he gonna just primarily be on Club Shay Shay?
Club Shay Shay. He gonna take Club Shay Shay to the next level. Which this is what I told people he was going to do anyway. He was going to have a Fox, and that's what I thought he was going to sell it to Fox to be a show, but Fox probably don't want to deal with him. He don't want to deal with those politics anymore because Fox had told Skip what they wanted to do, and Shannon Sharpe had brought up what Fox said to Skip on the show. Fox didn't like that at all. They didn't like that one bit. Don't bring up anything they say in policy to somebody else on the show. He ain't like that. And he brought it, and he bringing it to Skip. And he was like, didn't they tell you? Didn't they call you and tell you this and that? Oh, so they didn't have a meeting. They ain't talk to you about none of it. So it made the company look bad. And when you start biting at the heads of the masters and you start feeling you like, I got power now. I've been here for some years. I could say something. And then they're going to be like, oh, no, you can't. So they got a buyout. They let Shannon out, and that was it. They said, we're going to buy you out your contract, and we're going to get you up out of here, and we're going to replace you.
So who you think they're going to replace him with?
They think I hated it. Rob Parker, I think, right now is going to be the
hell no. Big nose Rob Parker? What?
Oh, yeah, that's Skip's buddy. Until they can get Stephen A. When Stephen A. contract come up, if ESPN don't keep him,
I ain't gonna lie. Nobody not gonna want to hear that shit. And Kwame gonna have a field day too. Definitely on Rob Parker.
Oh, Rob been on there a lot of times. They listen to Rob.
Rob.
First of all, nobody care about their goddamn business. You can dress it up how you want it. Oh God, they trying to cover up for him, man. It's bad. Man, who the hell behind him? Oh my God, this is sad. So he pick out your clothes, get you dressed, and hang out with you all day. This is Shannon Sharpe comment section. Hey, this ain't coming from me. This is the comment section. We are reading this from the comment section. You
but
put
he
this
gotta
out
be
2
family.
hours.
He gotta be family or something. He gotta be family. I'm telling you, he gotta be family.
This dude is getting flame broiled. Suspect.
He probably family. Like y'all don't even know. He probably family.
Still a fan, man. You stay. I'm still trying to ride with you, Unc, man. But you got to get some hoes around. You gotta get some hoes, man. They got KB in the. Told you, KB, that was your fault.
Oh, they got KB as a gift? Oh, no.
They got KB.
That's a lie. That's a lie. That's not my fault. I'm just
They
saying
got
this.
KB as a gift?
It's not
Oh,
my fault.
no.
Hell
They
no.
didn't put KB in the comments.
Yo, no. Yo. Oh, my God.
Oh, man, this thing was ugly, boy. Man. They's like, man, look at, I don't know now. Unc and this dude has been following him, giving Booty Warrior vibes. Me like that. Oh, man, this is just, they was like, Corey Holcomb show gonna be lit tonight. Because it was right before Corey Holcomb show. He then came out and posted that. And man, my goodness. I was live when he did it, and it was 2 hours up. We was 2 hours into the live. So when he posted it, it just ignited the whole live. I'm like, what was Shannon doing? Shannon was like, oh, I'm going to give him something to talk about. Come on, boo. They was like, the videographer got to chill. We don't need this much of the video of your butt. And why is the stylist switching? But look, the stylist is living out their life. Like, that's they out in the open. There ain't nothing wrong with the stylist doing what the stylist is doing.
They said the stylist got a Beyonce walk.
Right. I mean, the stylist is living their truth. They out in the open. The stylist ain't hiding who he is. So that ain't even it. Shannon Sharpe, that is the one that's got to come out here and do. They's like, oh, you're gonna have to get a detail on these frames or something you've been wearing for years now.
That's insane.
And the girl was like, the stylist actually looks like he could be related to him. That could be his family.
That's what I'm saying. Cousins, bro.
And they saying, I'm confused. Why is this sugary stylist got to be with him everywhere he goes? I thought they usually just drop the outfits off to you and you go on with your life. What's going on? I don't understand this. Hey, I hope that's Shannon Sharpe's blood cousin. I hope that's his cousin to be.
Yeah, he probably just don't want to tell y'all.
Right, look at LB. He's like, all Shannon picks from the back. Pause.
Oh, hey, yo.
Why is all the pics and videos of Shannon Sharpe is all from Shannon Sharpe from the back?
Hey, yo.
And HD was following. Jesus Christ. HD accidentally just hit the like button. And I was like, okay, now that's Shannon's page. Now, if you go, I'm like, this whole video is from Shannon. So now you go to his page, it ain't nothing but all Shannon Sharpe. Talking about though. All this stuff is you sitting here. It's Shannon. Going to dinner, hanging out with this style.
What the fuck?
Nah, that's nasty work.
That's all Shannon. This is Shannon Sharpe's
whatever
page.
the hell this dude. This ain't Shannon's page. This is his page.
This the other dude page?
Yeah. And it's all Shannon Sharpe. From behind. Like, what is
that look
so
like
interesting about filming your woo? We don't want to see
obsession.
that. And these Florida ass suits. Yeah, he films them from behind.
It better be cousins, because if that's not cousins, then listen, man, you drop my clothes in front of the door and go home.
Yeah, look at him, giving him a massage.
No way.
Now he giving you a goddamn massage?
No way. What the fuck?
Please tell me that's somebody else.
What the fuck?
Oh Lord. Boo thing giving you a massage?
I didn't even know pictures like these exist.
Oh Lord, please tell me it ain't so.
What the
Man,
fuck?
that's crazy, man.
I ain't never see that shit.
Yeah.
That's
Boo thing over there giving out massages.
That's the stylist.
That's the stylist.
Damn. And by the bar too. Could have spiked this drink and all that.
Maybe he was just putting on his shirt.
Nah.
Oh my God. You got baby fingers over there massaging your shoulders. Like, yeah, get up in there. Oh yeah. Ooh,
You see them
that's
hand
good.
muscles squeezing that shit.
Yeah, let me get my little arm there. Yeah, I got a little flicks. The shirt look on. Get up in that thing. Yeah, there you go. Oh my God.
Bro.
My name is Shannon.
Shay
if you're nasty. Shay if you're nasty. Oh God. You getting a massage from the boot thing. Oh my God.
Oh, I can really see now.
Yo, I told you.
Oh,
Yo, they squeezing his shoulders.
No, Shannon, no.
Yo, he's squeezing his shoulders.
No, this can't be, man. This can't be.
He got a firm grip on them shoulders,
Somebody
bro.
take Shannon to the strip club, man. Y'all got to take Shannon out. Y'all got to get him to the strip club. Oh my God, that boy using Zest body soap. That dude is zestfully clean.
Nah, that's not yo, bro.
Uh-oh, he gonna be looking for Uncle Clifford at the pink. Uncle Clifford. Oh my God, dude, this is crazy. Your personal stylist. You would think this is Shannon Sharpe's account. It's not. It's the stylist account. Everything in here is got Shannon Sharpe.
Is he putting on lotion or something?
This is more. This is like another Shannon Sharpe page. This the stylist. What stylists do that? Look, he's sitting there with another fruity. Look, they out there together. Date night. Look at him, kikiing. You over there kikiing. You got mine. You over there got yours, huh? Yeah, got mine. Got mine. Oh my God. Somebody said I just fell out. I just fell out. What purpose is the stylist is fit to perform now? Right, you dressed. What other job do they have to do?
Yeah, that's a little weird.
This dude don't know nothing about the game. What the hell is he doing there?
That's a little weird.
Look, romantic dinner night. So romantic. They out on a date. Oh, that's what I had to go back. I said, what the hell is that? Look, and who he on the date with? His boo thing. Why is the stylist here? Ooh, look, they eating good.
Yo, that comment is like it's mad AO, bro. Yo,
date night.
That comment is mad AO. It's right there. So
flying fruity things flying in the air. Look at this. What kind of fruity place is this? What kind of place is this? They got fruity things flying around in the air in the background while people are having dinner. It's like satellite or Earth. What the hell are these people at? What restaurant is this? I don't know what restaurant this is, but it is not there for me. I don't want nobody flying around my food.
Somebody said, "Is that Tinker Bell?"
Flying around. What the hell is going on with these people?
whoever asked that is funny as fuck.
That's what I'm like, dude. What is going on here? Oh my goodness. Look at them and all these people there. Look at these big faces and stuff. I'm like, what the hell? What kind of restaurant is this? I'll be freaking out. I'll be like, I don't trust none of these people. Look at this. They got a big frog up there talking. Oh, hell no. People eating and stuff around the damn frog. It fit like gloves.
What the
fuck? God. And walking around in these things.
He got socks
on the lake on his toes.
What the hell is that, Sino?
No, hell no. What the fuck?
He got socks that's fitting like toes. Like they fit like a glove on your toes. So each toe got its own individual. Nothing wrong. Hey, who? LeBron James. Let me go back to that. Oh, there it was. Shannon got booed. Oh, there it is. Courtside at the game to see who? LeBron James. And look what Boothang got on. Socks that fit like gloves. Oh, God. And walking around in these things on the Laker floor when they playing the Bulls. Shannon got Boothang right there courtside. Boy, I swear. Yeah, that was the thing. We found all this out. Now, like, I don't understand. Like somebody said, why can't they go ahead, get what they supposed to get, the clothes, and go elsewhere? So look at that. Date night with Boothang. I'm happy they found each other. I'm happy you happy, Shannon. Somebody like he need to go back to the white women. That white woman messed him up. She left and went and got her a dude who got her pregnant instantly. I'm glad that he didn't found his Boothang. Look at him. He love LeBron. Look at him. He keep hunting. It's gonna get crazy in there. All them dudes is with it. But look, I'm glad that he didn't found his Boothang. Look at him. He love LeBron. Look at him. He keep hugging on people. Look at him. Did he just rub his unit on LeBron? Oh my God. That don't even like a hug. That look like a unit to unit hug. Ugh, that's nasty. I don't hug nobody like that. You Who hug like that? Oh, look at that. They stick on stick.
Nah.
Yo, joystick. What are you doing? That ain't how we hug. No, that ain't how we hug it. Don't go joystick to joystick. What the hell you doing, Shannon? Shannon in here getting some free goddamn. I'm getting some free ones in. Look at him. He coming in going joystick to joystick with people. I'm getting me a free one. Oh my goodness. Let me make sure your shoes are straight. Now they got people at Fox that do this job. I got you. Look, now they got a person that does that. You see, Yes, now this is her job to take care of it and make sure. Look at the stylist. The stylist is over there. Your thing is done, stylist.
Come on, let me make sure. You about to push all the women away.
And the lady this her job.
I got you.
She worked for Fox.
They got a person that does that. You see that? She works for Fox. Boo Thing don't work for Fox. Boo Thing is there for him. I'm here for you. I got you. They ain't gonna do you like I got you, boo. I got you. I'm gonna get your shoes. I'm gonna get it all. Boo Thing. Oh man. Yeah, Club Gay. Woo! I'm telling you, boy, we do something before Tucson. And a little something after Tucson. Yeah. Got my Boo Thing back over there. Look, me and Boo Thing. Then they go to a romantic dinner. I'm not having romantic dinners with the damn stylist. Here he comes. They had the red carpet kickoff. They got the red rocks.
That's too many dates for me.
One was too many.
Too many dates.
He's like, that's too many dates for me. I'll be like, one
Shannon,
was
this
too
is
many.
bad. This is bad, Shannon. This is way too much exposure for you and Boo Thing.
Fox probably saw the video we did and said, oh,
And
hell
that
no.
picture you just posted, you too close to Jay-Z. Look at Jay-Z like. I'm really uncomfortable right now, but I don't know if I want to tell him because he's really close to me. I don't know why he's this excited. I'm feeling really uncomfortable right now, but he's kind of really invaded my private space. I'm not really feeling this right now. I kind of want him to kind of back up a little bit. This with this very colorful sweater. Yeah, I'm with you, Bron. Me and you, Bron. I got on my Superman tights. I'm ready to go. Me and you, Bron. Me and you tonight. Me and you tonight. Got on my Superman tights. I'm ready. Let me know when you find a straight man in this picture. Don't worry, I won't hold my breath. I will not hold my breath. It's raining, man. Hallelujah, it's raining, man. Hey, hey. Oh my! This might as well be the Shannon Sharpe page. It's raining, man. Hallelujah.
Yeah, he got a page like you would have thought he was a manager or something.
First thing he said, he credits the dude.
Yeah, this is whole. This is whole page.
This is Floral Barani official cocktail jacket. Clorox clean. Looking like somebody threw paint thinner on him before going on the set. Somebody threw paint thinner on him. That's exactly what he looked like. Somebody threw some paint thinner on that damn suit. Oh my God, man. Y'all finna do it today, man. Why y'all got me going this long? This is supposed to be a short video. But this one he just posted 2 hours ago. I'm in need. Go ahead, Shannon. Go ahead. Get down. My back is turned white. Like, man, I know you feel that kick right now. But you gotta fight that urge. Oh, here it is. Boo thing.
Look, Boo thing is
Ain't
filming
nothing
his
but a
booty.
boo thing, baby.
Why is you filming Shannon
Yo,
Sharpe?
Nah,
Dude
this
in
is
here filming
ridiculous.
your
Bro.
booty, man.
oh hell no.
Filming on
Hey,
your
hey,
booty.
bro, you could sense somebody doing shit like that though. I would have moved out the way. Like you could
your
sense.
booty.
Oh,
Oh,
man, that's
no, he
crazy.
ain't. No, he ain't. Filming on your booty.
Yeah, that's weird.
I can't watch this stuff no more.
I'm like, I can't watch this guy doing this activity. But that's all he was doing. It was all of him filming Shannon Sharpe booty all the time. And then we was pointing that out. Then he looking at him for advice on clothes and everything. I'm like, dude,
He trying to get there. Get him to the Met Gala.
Yeah.
Okay, I like you and I want you.
That was not 3 Cinos. Well, yeah,
Now.
there you go. He baby, got the do-rag on.
Shannon Sharpe once again
Relevant,
refuses to let go of LeBron James. But you got to ask yourself, what is the case? Why would he need to do that? When the Denver Nuggets and the Miami Heat are going to the NBA Finals. I finally released my video. I released my video today that I had put aside for 2 weeks that showed that there's bad blood here. There is more talk that should be going into this than anything in basketball.
That's right.
These two got a legitimate beef that really got, like, it was finna go down.
Damn.
And nobody talked about it.
They did not. And we got 3 Cinos in here. And we all tell
Today
them
they talked about the Celtics, what's wrong with the Celtics, and all this stuff. And you know what they went to? That damn Lakers.
That damn Lakers.
That's why I didn't make a video about that referee. Why would I want to make a referee that they keep talking about as a Celtic thing? Because they trying to tie that into the narrative of, well, he cheated LeBron. That's why they lost to the Nuggets. They had a referee that was cheating.
Yeah. So that we'll leave that there. But
Yeah.
yep. So he said, I'm confused. So boom. Oh, you know it, fellas. I want to thank y'all for riding with me. What's up, Robert Too Cool? Shannon just needs to come out of the closet, he said. Immediately. No straight man has a bed comfort set on another man on his bed. Man, I mean, he living his best life, man. He want to be free. I want to thank all y'all, man, for rocking with me this long. Don't forget, my movie channel is called Screen Fiend. All the people that sign up to be a membership, you're going to get free movies and stuff like that over there. Like, we're giving away Quantum Mania to one of the people that show up. We're going to be giving away free movies and stuff over there for the members. So I haven't been over there today. Tomorrow I'm going to go over there and check some stuff out. I'm going to hit up the Patreon tomorrow. We hit it up today. And I exposed Melissa Ford and Amber Rose. So if you want to check that out, I'm quite sure you're going to want to see that. So give y'all a little treat. Show y'all what's going on over there right now, since y'all here was actually cracking on that Patreon. Hold on. Let me see what I can do here. Oh, that stays up there. LeBron getting exposed Patreon style. I'll let you guys hear a snippet in case you guys are not on the Patreon and y'all been up here.
Was Pau Gasol and motherfucking Ron.
Okay, we got to stop because this is profanity laced and we get right into LeBron. So, yeah, it's got the hip hop music inspired me. So, yeah, we got real on that. So, next we got Amber Rose and Melissa Ford cut it out. And yeah, that's the old hoes. This is the full version of me addressing Shannon Sharpe when it first hit. Grown men calling Shannon Uncle Shay Shay is crazy. The Real Brothers special. Gilbert shocking statements. Gil made some very shocking statements here. Shannon Sharpe exposed in the live stream, and oh my God, Shannon Sharpe, boy. That just don't look good. So yeah, on the Patreon, it's a lot of stuff on there. People were upset over my Shannon Sharpe YouTube video I made. Yeah, people was upset at me over that. I don't think they upset with me today, but 4 days ago, y'all was mad at me. Said I was attacking the man and all this stuff. The full Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen basketball game. You want to see Michael Jordan against Scottie Pippen? We got the full game on there. Shannon Sharpe said, what? That was another classic rant. I love the Patreon. I could just let loose. This is why you have to understand your partnership. Another business. Looking to buy real estate or land, that's your guy. Talk to him. DJ Envy, Rick Ross beef. Ooh, you want to know the real reason why Carmelo Anthony is retired? It's right here in this article. Journal business for 101 for those who want to learn. Starting a journal business with no money. People trying to give you info. Busted. Model girlfriend caught by her boyfriend. Oh boy, that was a classic. Ooh, name a rapper who don't get the credit he deserved. Ice Cube, man, everybody named about 50 rappers. And this is a one that people need to see. Addicted to crack. Basketball great Chris Washburn tells his story. This guy here was an NBA, was a basketball great. Came into the NBA and was driven out by David Stern. But he drove himself out because he was addicted to crack. And it's a terrible, terrible, sad story. But it's his truth. And it's powerful. But they never talk about it. Oh, that NBA commission letter. What else we got on here? Y'all need to get on the Patreon. For those who are not on there, y'all finna miss something. Don't try to be something you don't understand. Very, very good one. And of course, this one. The truth about the Kardashian success. Woo, buddy. This is the one here. The truth about the Kardashian success. You're going to want to see that one. People thought I went a little too hard on the Kardashians. I don't think I did, but it's a good one. Oh, the David Stern stories, part 1. Spreewell. Why I never spoke about Neo and Nick Cannon. Adam Silver was never supposed to be commissioner of the NBA. Woo. Oh, that's Kwame and his ears thing. Kobe daughter needs to be careful. Rebuilding bad credit and establishing good credit. This is Biz 101. Oh, we had to let ears to the street know what was up. Crackhead Ezel. And then you've seen that one already. So it's a lot more on there. So I'm glad, and hopefully all you guys go to the Casino for Life Patreon, sign up. So I appreciate everybody here. Hopefully everybody's already here subbed so that when we go live, you don't miss anything. Appreciate your time. Want to say thank y'all for subscribing, coming here, doing all this. We do this to, right, so everybody here could be locked in. I know people are tired. They got to go to bed. Some people already fell asleep. It is what it is. You should have never quarreled with Mr. Brown, Mr. Sharpe. It has cost you royally. You done lost your job. Towel crooked, man. Look. You look at the suit he got on in here. It looked like he needed a stylist. He got on a brown corduroy suit. Oh, Jesus Christ. That must be when he was dating women then. Let me stop. Let me get out of here. I'm out. I swear. I'm done.